And here we go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the World Famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. We are Klein Alley Show, 7:07 on the screws. A little bit later this morning. We had to make way for all that applause that was directed at Jimmy Kimmel. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves again, Allie, so maybe we get a similar sort of smattering of applause. I'm Klein, that's Allie.
Hello.
Woo! Let's let them finish.
Stop.
Okay, they've already stopped.
Oh.
They've gone home. That's Jake the Nerd over there booing us. Of course, DJ Omar Khan, the audio sniper.
Hello.
In the back room taking the calls. You got producer Vanessa, who's all fired up today. And then, of course, Postmaster Johnny. If you need us, 800-520-1067. Bribery runs thick, as always, around these parts. Get you into Ohana Fest this weekend. Get you into the just-announced MyChem at the Hollywood Bowl. And more tickets to the Offroad Expo. Plus, you'll win Allie's money in a few moments with the return of Allie Knows the News. People on the phone already this morning. Hello, is this Denise?
Denise from Irvine. How you doing, Klein?
I'm doing fine. What can we do for you on this Wednesday morning?
I'm just doing great. I'm a Trump supporter, but I appreciate Jimmy Kimmel. He spoke very sincerely and honestly, and I appreciate his speech. And thank you for saying nice things about him.
It would be very difficult for me to say mean things about Jimmy Kimmel, and I know that in so many ways he's become a figurehead now for the left or the libs, and I don't really necessarily think he wants to be the face of that. I think he just has become, unofficially over the past week or so, a symbol of free speech and a symbol of one of the things that makes this country great and what makes this country better than so many other countries that we could be living in, but we are in America. I think a lot of times we forget all the cool things about America because we're so caught up in all the BS. I'm not going to go on a rant here, but I think Jimmy's a nice guy. I've gotten a chance to know him on a personal level. He's been on our show, Allie, at least a few times. even though he swore he'd never come back on KROQ. And he invited us to his stage, and he let us basically hang on his coattails. And everyone he's ever worked with has nice things to say about the guy. He's a good human, so I got no problem standing up for Jimmy, and more importantly, for our right to be able to come in here and do this show. We have things we can't say on the show because of the FCC. Luckily, Allie, it's just, say some of the words we can't say.
Well, we can't say...
Yeah, that one's... No, definitely not.
And we can't say...
That one's so funny, though.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And then the C word's always a good one.
Oh, God, we do say that a lot, but just behind your back.
And it's the FCC. It's like they They put all the best ones all together in an acronym. What are we supposed to do?
But those words are just, quote, dirty words that we can't say because they could offend the general public. But as far as opinion goes, we are able to voice our opinions, and that has gotten us in trouble before.
Yeah.
And we've been fired for that before. Mm-hmm. Of course, as always, they will blame other reasons. They'll say, oh, we're just going to blame the ratings, or we're bringing the station in a different direction. But listen, every time we do the show for 4 hours every day, do we have a plan? Kind of. Do we stick to the plan? Rarely.
Yeah.
Rarely. And look, all of us.
Do we regret things that we say? Every single day, yes,
most of the
course.
Things. Most of the things we say.
This is live radio.
Yeah.
This isn't pre-taped.
No, and sometimes I'll see DMs after the fact, and people will get very upset about something I said, and I'll be like, I don't even think I said that. And then I'll listen back, and sometimes they're right, and sometimes they're wrong, and it almost doesn't matter anymore. But the ability for us to sit here for 4 hours with you, interact with you, you can call, let us know how you feel, leave a message on the Go line. We try to play those as unedited as we possibly can. And we like to have a back-and-forth conversation about whatever the hell's going on in our lives, Southern California, etc.
Well, and I think that the commonality between all of us is that we all disagree with each other, right?
Almost always.
Well, you and I don't agree on a lot of things. Denise, thank you very much for calling that gentleman. He doesn't agree with probably a lot of the things that we said.
His name's not Denise.
Whatever it is
What
now.
was his name?
Yeah, it's Denise. It's
Denise from Irvine.
That nice man named Denise he's got a lot going on in his life, clearly. But he's a Trump supporter and appreciates what Jimmy said, and also is a listener of this show. And those can all coexist together. That's the biggest point, I think,
and
that was made last night.
To that lady man Denise that called a moment ago, I support your right to be a lady man named Denise, and I think it's great. And I'm not going to judge. So what the hell?
We don't judge you for your girly name.
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't judge us.
Bitch boys.
Yeah, it's cool. Denise and all the other ladies or men with lady names
We
listening
can
now.
all live together in this world.
And if Vanessa is butchering your name because English is not her first, second, or third language,
I would like Denise to call back, please.
hey, that's okay, Vanessa. Accept it, okay?
Fine.
We got a good show planned for you today. We'll get into it after Yellow Card KROQ. Show. $100 of Allie's cash could be transferred directly into your bank account. If you would like to play the game, get on the phones at 800-520-1067. We have 5 questions about things going on in the news. Not all Kimmel related, believe it or not. And if you do better than Allie, you take her money. And later this hour, she will deliver the ADD news. But as she's putting those stories together, be ready to battle and prove your dominance over her. Nothing better than you taking her cash early in the morning.
Definitely makes me feel bad about myself and in general about the education that I got and the weed that I have smoked over the years. But hey, that happens every day.
All of that was just a slow build so that we could give you her money, and we will come back with that game in a moment. Of course, always appreciate the interaction on the phones, on the GOAT line as well.
Good morning. Hey, Klein and Allie. Just wanted to jump on here and say thank you for bringing together this beautiful little group of freaks in the chat every morning.
Our job, and we are so proud to bring together this little group of freaks. And if you consider yourself a freak or freak adjacent or a freak equivalent, and you are more than welcome to join us either here for the live radio show, people watching along right now on YouTube. There's a whole different community going on there. The Netbangers.
There's also the Discord, which I was such a freak, I was kicked out of.
It was too freakish for the Discord. She was thrown right out. And our very own resident freak, Blind Charlie's already been spotted out in the streets again this morning.
Oh, nice.
Bright and early with a brand new sign. So please, drive carefully this morning. If you see a man with a striped shirt holding up a sign promoting our show, try not to hit him. He is literally the only person that is helping to spread the word to grow the show.
Yeah,
so,
and if you want to tip for Charlie's cardboard and black marker budget, I think that he could probably use a few bucks at this point.
Yeah. He's not there panhandling.
He's rich.
He's apparently a billionaire, but he is not panhandling, and shockingly, he's the only person holding a sign in the streets right now that is not politically motivated, which is go figure that. We got to take a super quick break. When we get back, your chance to win Allie's money. I see people on the phones lining up now, so get in. 800-520-1067. Allie knows the news, or does she, is next.
KROQ.
Calling y'all ghosts, ghouls, zombies.
Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6, and win your way in to see My Chemical Romance at the Hollywood Bowl.
My Chemical Romance and KROQ.
Yeah! Celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Black Parade. October 21st, 23rd, and 24th, 2026. Courtesy of Live Nation.
Win tickets all this week.
To say just holy.
Keep it on KROQ to win.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Warning, this next thing we're going to listen to is rather disturbing. Even more disturbing than the conversation we just got into with people that found out that their family was riddled with incest and Hitlers. This is Jake approaching people in the streets yesterday. An unexpected heat wave that blanketed the Southland, and temperatures got as hot as almost 100 in the valley. And even though Omar says that we are over,
you're right on that, man.
It felt like almost 100 in the valley.
Okay.
And there was a time when I had to put the windows down temporarily just to get some fresh air.
Oh, wow.
Jake went up to people to see if they were prepared by asking if he could sniff their pits, something that we call pit stops here at KROQ. And here he is with his own introduction he put together for the segment.
Hey, it's Jake, and I'm on the streets of Los Angeles during the hottest day of the year, during the hottest time of the day, to see if people are willing to take a KROQ pit stop. Yeah, pit stop. Pit stop. Pit stop. Yeah, pit stop.
So cool.
So here he is approaching people and seeing if they were prepared by making sure they had on the right amount of deodorant for the heat we experienced yesterday.
What's your name?
Sage.
Sage from where?
Sage from Los Angeles.
Sage, how did you prepare for the first heat wave of 2025?
Oh, not well. by having in-home air conditioning and on a hope and a prayer.
What's your favorite hot activity to do?
Swimming in the ocean.
Finally, Can I sniff your pits?
What a transition.
Those first 2 questions were just to lead to this one.
That is something. That is...
It's all about the foreplay.
How attractive is this woman?
She's pretty attractive.
She sounds attractive.
Yeah, she's like swimming in the ocean.
I mean, if you're going to go up to, do the pit stop, I mean, I would only approach attractive women.
Well, let me tell you, this takes a weird turn before we get to the 4th person. Oh, watch out.
Finally, can I sniff your pits?
No.
Oh, no.
That took a turn.
She wants no part of that.
No, you sad man.
Neither of us would enjoy that.
You're right. This has been a pit stop on KROQ.
Pit stop. There we go.
No! You're making them do it?
Oh, that's great.
That's amazing.
All right, moving on. Jake goes up to the first sweaty guy.
That's the sound of her car getting away from him as soon as possible.
Actually, that's a real car leaving Jake. Here's the first sweaty guy Jake found.
What's your name?
My name is Hiram.
Hiram from where?
City Terrace.
Hiram, how'd you prepare for the first heat wave of 2025?
I drink a lot of beer and stay cool.
What's your favorite hot activity to do?
I would say just chill at the beach.
Finally, can I sniff your pits?
Nah, bro, that's cool.
Thank you for saying that. This has been a pit stop on KROQ.
All right, cool. KROQ. Islos.
Pit stop.
Pit stop.
All right, so he got a couple of. He didn't do the rear in that time. Now Jake did
He was about to get punched.
Jake did not only get nosed though. People started turning around, appreciating the service we're providing to make sure that nothing worse than being with someone that's got some rank BO because they forgot the deodorant up on a hot day. So Jake once again finally found some takers.
What's your name?
Trisha.
Trisha, how did you prepare for the first heat wave of 2025?
I was not prepared. I was zero prepared.
That's why we're doing the pit stop, to make sure people are prepared for the next one, because all of a sudden, one of those days, you forget deodorant, you hope it's not a day where temps are getting close to 100.
I thought it was going to be cold. No fans, no heating, cooling towels, nothing. Not prepared. Now I am.
What's your favorite hot activity to do?
My favorite hot activity to do in a heat wave? Yoga? I would say yoga, yeah.
Finally, can I sniff your pits?
You asked the same two preliminary questions to everybody, Jake?
Yeah. He wants to make them feel comfortable before he...
This went well the first 6 times.
Right.
I guess that.
So then, of course, immediately as soon as she talks about yoga and feeling relaxed, he goes with this.
Can I sniff your pits?
Sure.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay.
What are my pits?
Your armpits.
Really?
Yeah.
Stop.
She
Is she getting out the mace now?
She gave him permission and then realized, what are pits?
What are pits?
Your
How do you
armpits. Oh, God.
What they're asking me to do. This is my job.
Okay. How much do you get paid?
Not enough.
How am I?
It's decent.
Am I good?
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
That's been a pit stop on KROQ.
Oh.
Thank you.
Strange reaction.
You think when she gets home, she's like, hey,
how was your day?
Yeah.
I got a pit stop on KROQ. What is that? Well, a guy wanted to sniff my pits. Now, we only have time for one more. I mean, there's a few more he's done here. I feel bad not airing all of them because Jake went through the trouble. But I do want to give you this woman, Joyce, because let me tell you.
Joyce's choice.
She's got a story, and this is the final pit stop, and also a gentle reminder to make sure you got on deodorant on these hot Southern California days.
All right, what's your name?
Joyce.
Joyce.
Now, in the voice alone, it sounds like she is fried inside and out.
All right, what's your name?
Joyce.
Joyce, how did you prepare for the first heat wave of 2025?
I went to Ventura and got the hell out of Burbank.
I can tell you I prepared for the first heat wave of 1825. That's what it sounds like.
Does she have like branches in her hair? I just picture someone kind of living in the forest.
Kinda, actually, yes.
I got out of Burbank. It was beautiful. Came back. It was too hot. Hopefully we'll get a few more cool days before the real heat of the summer starts.
It's funny because she's trying to have a real conversation about the weather, only she doesn't realize in a moment Jake's going to have to ask to sniff her pits.
Yeah, I know.
This summer is scary. What's it going to be, 120 degrees?
What?
Last year in Burbank, it had, I think, 115.
I can tell already that you're probably getting a whiff off her before you even ask for the sniff.
Not looking forward to it.
What's your favorite hot activity to do?
Go to the beach, get where it's cooler.
Finally, can I sniff your pits?
Oh, they smell, sure.
Oh, God.
God, dude.
They smell. Sure, like she gets asked this regularly. All right, fine. You too. Come on in.
Here we go. This is Jake getting to know Joyce very well.
Oh, they smell, sure. Kidding me? I'm sweating to death.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
He's like ready to go with the sniffer.
She's hoping she says no, but she says, come on, get in here.
I don't know how much they smell, but they sure are wet.
Oh, my God, lady.
How do you not know how much they smell?
God.
So much moisture down
Jake,
there.
I think you're meeting your soulmate right now.
This is Jake. It just sounds like Jake. It's like female Jake. I don't know, but they're wet. Mine are wet,
Come
too.
on over.
Oh, goodness. Oh, God.
See, that's what happens when you get off a train in Burbank.
That's what happens when you get off a train in Burbank?
Apparently.
What a great advertisement for the Metro.
The perfect storm of smell. Public transportation, 100 degrees, Burbank.
That's what happens when you get off a train in Burbank.
That is like a life lesson that we will forever remember.
It was not the train. That was going to happen regardless.
Listen to Jake's reaction.
Oh, goodness. Oh, God.
That's what happens when you get off a train in Burbank after being in the beautiful coolness of Ventura.
This has been a pit stop on KROQ.
Oh, there you go. Pit stop. You're going to wipe them now so that I don't have to carry them around anymore?
What?
Got a cool rag?
Oh, my God.
He wants you to wet him.
So you thought that was part 2? All right, Jake, get back out there. Part 2 is you got to wipe everyone down after you smell them.
Oh, man. Well, you're doing the Lord's work, I guess. Quick break. We got more show to get to next. Pay the people. It's Allie's money, so really no skin in the game for me, but it's good for you. Just for calling and playing, you have a chance to prove Allie wrong, win some money, leave here a little bit richer, and bragging rights for life. Nothing makes me happier than when we go out and do a live event like this Friday, where we will be at the first ever Final Friday Fiesta at the Sconso right after the show, 11 a.m. on Friday. Live music, tickets to give you prizes, a lot of fun we got planned. But when people approach Allie and I see them say, hey, last year I played Allie Knows the News, and Allie goes, how'd it work out for you? And she always hopes they go, well, you beat me. And they go, I beat you 5 to 2.
Okay.
And Allie's like, oh.
Sometimes it's unbelievable to me how those people are the ones that always show up. The losers never show up.
Yeah,
the winners like to show up and gloat.
Well, we'd love the losers and the winners to show up on Friday. Details up on our Instagram, Klein Alley Show. It's an opportunity right now for you to take some of Allie's money, and that is what it's all about. This is, of course, Allie Knows the News.
She is a billionaire, at least in Vietnam. Let's find out if Allie has a dong.
$2 million.
Or wait, if Allie knows the news.
That's right. You could win $100 American currency or 2 million dongs. The choice is yours. If we pick you to play the game, hopefully you answer these questions quickly, confidently, and accurately. We say hi to Carson listening this morning in Moreno Valley. Good morning, Carson.
Good morning.
Hopefully you are feeling smart, or at least smart enough. Allie will leave the KROQ studios, sequester herself in the halls, where she usually rummages through the refrigerator to see what coworkers brought for lunch.
Ooh, I'm going to go rummage.
And then occasionally comes back with a mouthful of someone else's food. Meanwhile, you will have the opportunity to answer these questions first, so let's go ahead and get your theme music on. It's the Carson round of Allie Knows the News, and it starts right now.
Allie Knows the News.
This celebrity chef's Los Angeles home has been targeted for a swatting attack for the second time this year. What celebrity chef's L.A. home was swatted twice this year?
Gordon Ramsay.
We go to question number 2. Hong Kong just experienced this natural disaster resulting in the death toll climbing. Sad story. What was the natural disaster experienced in Hong Kong?
Earthquake.
Question number 3. An unseen video of this KROQ band is going up for auction. This is stuff that has never before been seen. They think it's going to bring in around $150,000, and it stems from a performance that happened in Tijuana, Mexico, back on February 17th of 1990. Which KROQ band's unseen footage is available for purchase?
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. Good guess. Go to question number 4. Kenan Thompson of SNL fame is developing a biopic based on this wrestler.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
And finally, question number 5. It's coming back to TV. An iconic SoCal show has been ordered by Fox. They'll be doing straight to series. What show is coming back? An iconic SoCal show is coming back to Fox. What show is it?
Dawson's Creek?
Dawson's Creek with a question mark. All right. They just had some sort of reunion for that show. That would be the superstar known as Joshua Jackson if he's available. But as you know, Allie says he's on the Mount Rushmore of celebrities. Bring Allie back in. She heard us. She's rushing in here. She heard of Josh. Did you hear? Oh, you can't hear. We were talking about Joshua Jackson. Don't worry about it. It's irrelevant.
He's here at the relationship rumors.
Don't worry about. No. What are the rumors?
He might be with Katie Holmes. We don't know. It's a big story.
Seriously?
Big.
No, that's not your question. So don't get caught up on that.
Big opposite him.
You're battling Carson right now. He wants your money. You want to keep your money. And here we go. We'll learn about the news together.
Okay.
Question 1. This celebrity chef's L.A. home has been targeted for a swatting attack for the second time this year.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. Give that guy something to swear about. 2 different times that guy gets the swatting attack. That's crazy.
Does that mean they're going in his home or no? What's the swatting?
It's where people report that there's some crazy stuff going on. Basically, the SWAT team gets deployed out there, and then it's just a big prank, you know? He got that as well. He's on the board. Allie and Carson tied up 1-1. We go to question number 2. Question 2. Hong Kong just experienced this natural disaster, death toll rising. What was the natural disaster experienced in Hong Kong?
Earthquake?
He said earthquake as well. I'm seeing in my research it was a super typhoon.
A super in your research?
Yeah, so I don't see anything.
Do you have a book of research
about
that
an
you
earthquake.
refer to every morning?
It's called the papers. I look at the papers. So no one gets the point on that. The super typhoon took down a bunch of people in a hotel there. Go to question number 3. Allie is still tied up 1-1. We go to question 3. Unseen footage of this KROQ band is going up for auction. They think it's going to bring in around $150,000. The footage in question is from a show that took place in Tijuana, Mexico on February 17th of the year 1990.
Yeah, that would be Nirvana.
He said Pearl Jam. He was right in the right wheelhouse, but just a little wrong, and Allie is correct. It's Nirvana footage.
Not a little wrong, he's wrong.
He's wrong, but at least he was like in the right...
Wrong is wrong.
Seattle grunge band from that time frame. At least he wasn't a stupid guess. We get a lot of dumb guesses. Guy could have said Katy Perry. Go to question number 4.
That would not reach a lot of money.
Kenan Thompson is developing a biopic based on this wrestler.
Oh, I think I saw this. Is it Randy Savage? Randy Savage?
Do you know his actual...
Macho Man?
Hey! Oh, yeah. That
is he going to cast you?
Macho Man?
I don't do a Macho Man. He got that right as well, by the way.
You auditioning now?
To be honest, the Macho Man and the Hogan are the same impression. I don't do a different... They're the exact same one. I don't change it up. And finally, Allie is... let me go ahead and add up some scores here. Allie's still up 1 with this final question. Fox is ordering a reboot of this SoCal iconic show, returning straight to series. An iconic SoCal show is coming back, baby.
Melrose Place?
Good guess. He said Dawson's Creek, which would be wrong network, but not right. We're heading back to the beach, guys, because Baywatch...
Oh, my God, nice.
...is coming back in a big way. And unfortunately, you do not win this round, Carson, but what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ as Allie puts her money back in her pocket?
I'm Carson from Moreno Valley, and Allie knows the news.
Show up to the event so I can shake your hand,
Yeah,
loser.
come on Friday so Allie can look you in the face and call you a loser. On the bright side, just for joining us, we got a 6-pack of tickets for you. The Offroad Expo happening at the OC Fair and Event Center. So thank you for joining us. That's happening October 4th and 5th, and those tickets are as good as yours. We get into more show after Gautier on KROQ. Kelly Show. I got a weird phone call from a buddy yesterday that told me that he is officially separating with his wife.
Nice.
And I said, congrats. And he goes, what? I go, wait, I thought that's what you say. I don't know.
Well, isn't that what people do now? They throw divorce parties and stuff?
This wasn't that. He goes, it's official, or it's official, or it's going to be official. Can you get dinner? And I said...
like, can you pay for dinner?
No, well, that ended up happening too, by the way.
Oh,
but
my God.
He goes, do you want to grab... He basically said I could use someone to talk to.
Man, you have a lot of friends that are having a hard time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know why I'm the guy they call. I don't like to leave my house, and I don't like to...
Yeah, but you are always available for people.
I try to make myself available.
You always answer the phone, as you know.
That's my own fault. I shouldn't answer the calls.
Yeah.
And if as long as it's in the valley, I just once I'm in the valley, the odds of me coming back over the hill are just like it's the hardest.
If you're Klein's friend and you live in Silver Lake and you just got separated, never going to see you.
Good luck. I'll send you a Postmates. I'm not going. And so I said, sure, I can meet. How you doing? The whole thing's weird.
Do you happen to know if it's cheating or anything?
No, it's just erosion over many
good old
years.
fashioned erosion.
But that's not the issue. The issue is we got to the restaurant, and it was one of these restaurants where they have a booth on one wall, a long booth that goes the whole length of the wall, and then a bunch of two-person tables, and then chairs, right? So it's all booth side and then all chair side. And they sit us down between two different people that are having dinner, squeeze us right in, which I can never figure out. There's other tables, not near anyone, but they squeeze us in between these two other tables where people are eating. And at one point, one of the people moves from the chair to the bench. Now they're a same-sider. So we have same-siders on one side of us.
So it's booth on one side, chairs on the other, and you and your friend are at a booth. One of you is sitting in the booth, one of you sitting in the chair.
Like normal people should have a normal meal.
Yeah, but now this is different.
Why?
Because if it's booth, everyone wants booth. It's more comfy.
No way.
I don't want to sit in that chair.
You outgrow booth when you get pubes.
No, it's fun in there.
Booth is fun if it's all booth. Like if you go to a restaurant, and by the way, even that is not that fun if you're in the middle of the booth. You're like trapped. It's fun on the edge. It's not trapped. It's not fun to be in the middle of the booth.
Can I ask, is it just straight across booth or is it horseshoe booth?
Straight across. The whole side of the restaurant is one never-ending booth.
So it doesn't horseshoe around.
Doesn't horseshoe.
Okay.
So
that is weird. Then.
We get same-sided on the left side, and I don't really love it because now luckily I'm not being pressed. I'm in the chair. This guy went in for the booth, so I'm in the chair, but I'm watching the same side happen on the right side. And it's a couple that was on a date, and before the food arrives, the person goes, oh, you want to come over here? And they sit on the same side to eat the food next to each other for some strange-ass reason.
Well, maybe they're sharing.
Then on the left side of us, there's two people having dinner. A couple of guys, don't think it was a date of any sort, seemed like just friends. And one of them was watching soccer or something on their phone, and the other guy came over and same-sided with him so they could watch soccer together on his phone.
So now you're just in a chair by yourself, and then there's just a row of people.
A row of people. Double same siding. And I got to admit, I got to assume that the same siders are so oblivious to how this throws off the whole flow of the restaurant. The waiters, I know waiters hate same siders.
Why would they hate same siders? I don't think I ever minded.
Make it easier, right?
Yeah, because then you only need to put plates on one side.
On one side, they have to reach their arm another inch. Allie,
That's easier.
I think it's because they loiter longer. I think that people that are same siding they hog the table more. They sit around. They have more conversation. It's like it's not.
Yeah, but are you? I think the bigger question is why does this make you so uncomfortable? Can't you just enjoy your dinner with your friend?
No. The whole time he's talking, blah, 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 heartbreak, blah, 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 separation, blah, blah, blah.
Even if he didn't have those people, he still want to enjoy it.
And I'm looking around going, these same siders are real. What is going on here?
Did you think to yourself, maybe I should same side and give my friend a hug?
No. I didn't think that for even a second.
I think you should join the same cider ranks.
I was even trying, people were stacked so close at this point. It was like me, it looked like, if someone had walked in, Allie, it would have looked like I was on a date with 5 people. That's what it looked like because it was me on one side and it was person, almost no break because when you same side at tight tables, you're pretty much sitting ass to ass with a stranger.
Well, that I don't like in general. And then there was that one weird period where everyone was doing communal tables.
Oh.
And I hated that. I don't want to be near somebody I don't know. I don't want to be eating near somebody I don't know. And I want space, okay? But when you are choosing the chair, you're choosing the more uncomfortable seat. You're doing him a favor, right?
I think chair's better. You can man spread. You have the ability to move around. You can lean.
No, and then you have to do that thing where you go, if you have to get up.
Well, if you can't lift it off the ground, you weakling. If you can also pick it up 4 inches.
All right. Well.
But when you go out with Katie, do you ever same side or no?
I've same-sided before.
What? It seems
only in a situation where there's lots of space and it's a booth situation where it's like a roomy booth and you're like, oh, you feel like you're on a couch.
But would you same side right, like upon arrival, would you immediately show up and be like, we're just going to, even though you've placed menus on two clearly
if I were making the choice, I would make it right away. I wouldn't start off across and then move. That's weird to me.
So that's weird. Omar, you don't same side, right? That can't be the secret to a long marriage.
No,
you can't stand for that.
No.
Yeah.
909 said maybe you were just the odd man out in the circle jerk.
Oh, is that what it was?
There was one beginning and you threw the whole thing off.
It's possible. It was weird if that would happen.
Maybe that's why I invited you out.
5 p.m. at a sushi restaurant in the Valley, but I could see maybe that that would happen. Well, anyway, I don't know. If you are a same-sider person, same-sider couple, understand that you are throwing off the equilibrium.
You're throwing off Klein.
It's not just me.
Who already can't enjoy himself in public scenarios.
Yeah, I know there's other people that are upset by this.
Upset?
Yeah, there are. And there should. And by the way, there should be.
I do think that in some situations, I think it depends on the restaurant. If there's a romantic restaurant and people want to sit on the same side to enjoy intimacy while they're eating a nice meal, that doesn't bother me. If you're going to like a BJ's and you're same siding on that seems less okay with me.
As someone who gets guilted into the same siding with my girlfriend, I agree. It is not a comfortable way to eat, and the conversation is weird because you have to turn your head to the side. It's like you're almost having that conversation at a bar, side to side. It's set up for success, right, the way the table's set up normally across.
You know what's worse, though, is the couples that sit across from each other and then hold hands. And then go, oh, you seem so far away.
You seem so far away.
So far.
I miss you over there.
My favorite part about this is Klein's typo when in the story in the email. Same spiders.
Dude, that stumped me too. I was like, why is he talking about spiders? What is the same spider?
Klein said I have a story about same spiders. And we were like, all right.
I got booked.
I Googled it, bro. I literally had to Google what is a same
that's
spider.
That's a typo. I got bookended by same siders at a restaurant. It's a terrible situation. So
same spiders.
The spider sounds worse though. It's true.
You are loud and clear.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
I don't know what it is, man. Pickles. I've always loved pickles. I feel like I was a real trendsetter, but now lately they've been like the flavor. It was always like a flavor of the moment, but I feel like pickles have been the flavor of the moment now. I think it started like last summer. It's continuing to this summer, right?
It's almost solid 2 years.
2 years now, yeah. And you're smart enough to figure out a way to kind of make them even more viral by creating the sandwich, which you claim you were not high when you came up with, but you've sold hundreds of thousands of these, people lining up around the block just to try them. And, of course, we're talking to the brains behind the operation at Kalin and Kalin at the original farmers market at the right there at the Grove.
Yeah, and what I love is you say you do $3 pickle flights, so you get a little tasting of a bunch of different flavors of pickles, and you get $2 back if you buy a jar. 9 times out of 10, people do leave with a jar.
Yeah,
because even the ones that I've tasted in this batch that you brought over and got jalapeno, honey mustard
are dope.
Dude, and the spicy honey mustard. So even just the pickles alone.
Everyone's eating, and I'm the only guy who's trying to fit the shot collar on my fat neck. I don't understand how this is working. I'm not putting it on my toe. Hold on. I got to make this. You got to get one of those like seatbelt extenders for my neck. Describe the. I'm going to have to review this thing, and I'm going to have to try to not say the buzzwords. But can you just describe quickly for the people listening now what would be in these sandwiches? Because you do something with the chocolate or Nutella or something, but we're not eating that one, right?
Correct. So that's a pickle boat, not an actual sandwich.
Oh, excuse me. What an
There's
idiot.
pickle flights, pickle boats, and pickle sandwiches.
It's my favorite mode of
chips.
transportation is the pickle boat. What is the thing? What am I going to be trying now? Because I'm looking at them, but I haven't actually taken a bite yet.
You have 2 sandwiches on there.
Yeah.
We'll split it. So one of them is turkey, cheddar, and Doritos.
Right.
And what flavor of Doritos on that one?
The regular basic Dorito.
Nacho.
The nacho cheese
Dorito,
one.
yeah,
Okay.
the OG one.
Crumbled up like dust.
Correct.
Yeah, got it.
And
Pulverized.
then the other one is Black Forest ham, Swiss, and Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Okay,
And that's the one I had the opportunity to try during the break, and it was mwah.
Yeah, so much for the rules about the only person that gets to try it is the person who's wearing the shot collar.
I could not stop myself.
I have to adjust this thing to make it fit around my neck. So, Allie, you've got.
It's all backwards.
Oh well, that's part of the problem. I'm dyslexic. So you've got. By the way, you've had a lot of people. I'm sure very influential people try your sandwiches before. You've got a lot of attention. You've been on all the local news and everything. Has anyone done this yet with a shot collar on?
They have not.
Okay, just making sure that we're doing something. If you said KTLA did it this exact same way, I'd be really upset.
As far as I know, I don't think anyone even at home has worn a shot collar.
Why
with
would
my bagels.
Why would? And also, this has got to be. Last time we had allergic reactions. We've had choking hazards. There's a million reasons why.
I think you threw out your back last time we did this.
This is a terrible idea for so many reasons,
Yeah.
but it goes great with a broken toe.
And also, we were not high when we came up with this idea.
So I'm going to turn my headphones down so I can't hear whatever the words are. Allie, you've been going through all of the suggestions, and these will be the buzzwords that if I say during the review of the pickle. What is the official name for this? I want to give it the credit. Is it just a pickle sandwich?
It's our pickle sandwich. It's a Kalin and Kalin topped pickle sandwich.
Top pickle sandwich. Either the flaming hot Cheeto with ham or the regular Dorito dust with turkey. I'm gonna try half of each and give it the proper review. So, Allie, when you are ready to pick the words,
I'm ready.
All right, I will pull my head. Thumbs up when you're ready for me because I can't hear anything now.
Okay, all right. Stop.
you just
stop.
thumbs up me or
No. Sorry. Stop listening. Don't listen. Okay. According to the text line and submissions from everybody, here are the 5 buzzwords. If Klein says the following words, he will be shocked. Crunchy, juicy, salty, and then we're just going to go with 2 basic words, good and taste. So those are going to be the 5 words. Crunchy, juicy, salty, good, and taste. All right. Klein? Hello? Thumbs up. Hello? Klein,
Oh,
thumbs
you
up.
don't? Oh, sorry. Hold on 1 second.
I'm giving you thumbs up, you said.
I didn't realize. I was trying to figure out a way to get the shot
All right,
collar.
your buzzword. Are you still struggling with that? Can someone help
because
him?
the prongs, my neck got. Hold on, I got it. Thanks, Johnny. Don't worry, I got it. Okay. Just do me a solid, Allie. I don't know what number the remote. I don't know what numbers I get. As soon as I put this on, I start getting PTSD. Can you please just
Hold on? I gotta turn it up.
No! Don't stop! Do not give me a sample shot yet. Do not give me a sample shot yet. I'm not.
Why?
The prongs are buried right into the thick of my neck. Hold on, Allie. Can you?
Did you get it?
Yes. Stop! Do not do that. I didn't even do the review yet. I didn't even do the review yet. It works. Please. Can you please not do it again?
Oh man, please should have been one of the buzzwords.
Do not do it again. It's all funny. Everyone has a good laugh when you shock me, but it's not fun. What number is that at? What
25?
number? 25?
I don't know. The dog. The picture of the dog looks really sad.
Put that down to 11. Put it down to 11. 25. We've never done it at 25.
It does go to 100.
Stop.
All right, so let's start.
Hold on, I gotta get the intro. You want the intro song?
The intro song.
I think my tooth's about to fall out again. Hold on.
Oh man, I forgot. There's so many.
Shot the tooth out.
Hold on. I think you may have
cool.
shot. Hold on, please give me a break. Just give me a break. Here we go. It's time for the official high voltage food review. Is this what you were thinking about when you created this pickle sandwich, sir?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
High voltage review.
I'm standing here with a very good-looking, strong-smelling
Stop looking at me.
Allie. It's a high Allie review. This is a delicious-looking pickle sandwich. It's got thinly sliced turkey on it and cheese. And
All right, first bite.
First bite, got a crunch to it.
Oh no, you dropped the whole thing. Press the dump button. Oh man.
Hold on.
All right.
Allie, that's way too strong.
Really?
That's way too strong. I just threw the whole
Are you talking
thing.
about the sandwich or the shot collar?
It's a really good sandwich. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Oh my God. It's you taste the cheese, but the cheese. I'm not stopping that one.
It's so messy.
Listen,
This is such a mess.
The Doritos are.
What do the Doritos taste? What are the Doritos doing for the sandwich?
I like it.
Breathe.
I like the sandwich a lot. Please go buy one of these. It's a great
Okay.
sandwich. I haven't tried the other one now. Let me
What's
move
the
up.
consistency?
It's Perfect. Perfect. I'm making my way over now to the ham one. This one's ham cheese. I've really made a mess here in the studio. And this is the... Okay. That one is also very good. That's a great high-voltage studio.
Good.
That's my minute.
You can't just declare that's my minute.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Yeah! Oh, he took it off!
Man, that's a good sandwich. Congratulations. Potentially, you're putting together your wake-up mix, which are songs that are supposedly scientifically proven to set you up for success. I agree with this one.
But it's got the positive messaging. You want to put your hands in the air, you're driving to work going, things are going to be okay.
See, based on how Allie's dancing for all these songs, this list was definitely put together by a middle-aged white lady.
Put you in a good mood.
I think it's making Klein more angry.
I'm getting so mad right now. They believe that this is the song that will put you in the best possible mood to start your day.
And it's exactly who you think it would be.
On the flip side, Allie, I've put a list together. This is the worst song you could start your day with right now.
1877 cars for kids.
Klein Alley Show. If you are tuned in because you'd like to go to Ohana Fest this weekend, and I don't see why you wouldn't want to go there, just listen to this lineup. Green Day, Cade's the Elephant, Garbage, Hozier, Royal Otis, and more. Doheny State Beach, great place to watch a show, especially right now. Weather's perfect, I bet. We will get you into that show at some point this morning. Be ready to win those tickets. And in an hour, if you're waiting for MyChem, at a Hollywood Bowl, we have those tickets for you as well, all coming up. Right now, though, what's going on in the world? Let's take a check of your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel made his big return to late night. Overall, his opening monologue was, I'd say, a classy balance, unifying people, offering some humor, doubling down on free speech, clarifying some of the comments that he made that got him pulled off the air. It was not an apology, but it was a clarification/explanation. And he did then proceed to roast Trump, as he always does. And he even played some of the things that Trump said about him over the last 6 days.
But he had no ratings.
I do tonight. He did his best to cancel me. Instead, he forced millions of people to watch the show.
Yeah, I mean, the hypocrisy is real. But he also went on to explain some of the people that have reached out to him over the last few days, how many friends, family, and people that he hasn't heard from in years, including his first ever radio boss from his first radio job he ever had.
The guy who fired me from my first radio job in Seattle, where we are not airing tonight, by the way. Sorry, Seattle. His name is Larry. In 1989, Larry tried to force me to do a bit called Jokes for Donuts, where people would call in with a joke and I would give them donuts. I refused to do it, and then I made a lot of fun of Larry for suggesting it, and eventually Larry fired me, and I had to move back in with my parents. But even he wrote in to cheer me up. Thank you, Larry, and I want to thank everyone who checked in.
Well, this is going to be one of those weird coincidences because we actually have planned coming up just after the start of the new hour in about 5 minutes. And I can't believe we just heard that story from Jimmy Kimmel because this is we have this queued up, Allie, ready to go literally as we kick off the next hour of our show.
Hi, boys and girls. It's time for your favorite game, Jokes for Donuts. Just tell us a joke, and we'll give you a donut.
I can't believe that the same bit that Jimmy refused to do back in 1989 is our big plan for 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, yesterday Kevin Weatherly came to us and said, I have a great idea. We said, no problem.
We said, yeah, whatever you want. He goes,
no problem.
He said, we're doing Jokes for Donuts.
No problem.
We said, explain this, Kevin Weatherly. And he said, I just came up with it. You guys will have listeners call in and they will tell you a joke. And if the joke is funny, you provide that listener with a donut.
Yeah.
And we said, great.
Like, genius.
We are on board. And Omar was working on this all night.
Hi, boys and girls. It's time for your favorite game, Jokes for Donuts. Just tell us a joke, and we'll give you a donut.
So it turns out Jimmy Kimmel's trash is our treasure. Woo! And you better believe you should start getting on the phones right now if you have a joke and if you want a goddamn donut.
Yeah.
We'll do that for you.
A donut of your choosing, right?
Of your choosing. Oh, yeah. We will have donuts if you have jokes. That's the way it goes. I'm going to read the email we got from Weatherly, but I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he shared the idea, and he said he's been wanting to do it for a long time. He said it worked in Seattle, and it can work here, too.
Great idea.
You see spiders in it?
I just came up with it. Jokes for donuts. Make it happen tomorrow. 8 o'clock. You have a lot of people listening. That's the best time to do it.
Yeah, he didn't ask. He just said make it happen.
Don't say no.
Yeah. We don't say no around here.
Jimmy said
no problem.
Jimmy said no, and look what happened to him. So, anyway, all right. Well, while we're doing it next hour, get ready.
Yep, get your jokes ready. All right, here's a throwback for you, an update on the Coldplay couple. The viral couple that was outed for having an affair on the Coldplay Kiss Cam. I imagine this will be a popular couple's costume this year. But here's the twist, and you decide if you believe it or not. A source close to the couple is coming out and saying they weren't having an affair. They were just friends.
That's a little late for that statement.
Yeah, 4 months late. I don't know any platonic heterosexual friends that hold each other like that during a Coldplay concert, but this is what they said.
I wouldn't even hold my wife like that.
No. I would think this is weird. Yeah. I am against holding somebody in that way.
Unless they're
choking. It feels
choking.
very strange to me to just be like, just going to rest my hands here on your hips.
It's a very
little clasp.
It's a very smothering feel.
Yes, you're mine. So here's what the source said. Kristen and Andy had an excellent working relationship, a great friendship. There was no affair. It was inappropriate to be hugging your boss at a concert, and she accepts full responsibility for it. But the scandal, the downfall, and the loss of her job, all of that is unfair. Which I'm confused. Are they saying that the affair was beginning to happen right in that exact moment? That was the first move that was made. They were friends and had a great working relationship, but that song just
brought them together.
Brought them together at that moment, and the Jumbotron just happened to capture it. They also said that Kristen, the woman in the video, her and her husband had been separated for a while, and that he was even on a date with another woman that night.
Oh, that woman was probably so mad she didn't get the Coldplay. I was like, you took me to Cheesecake Factory? Coldplay's playing? What's going on here?
That guy's so rich. I'm sure he took her to a Cheesecake Factory.
I'm sure right now what's going on is there's a lot of discussion happening between, but let's call it divorce.
Because she filed for divorce, and also they're both out of a job.
Right, so that you got the severance package. It's all being figured out. So it probably works out for the best if they can go ahead and play the argument. No affair was happening.
Yeah.
This was all taken out of context.
4 months later, the unemployment starts catching up with you, and you start going, what now?
Looked very affairish to me. What do I know?
Yes. And then finally, a new health trend that comes from TikTok, which means that it's a health trend that's been around for a while. It's just been given a new name. It's time for loaded water, y'all. People are moving away from soda and instead moving over to loaded up water.
I thought you said yesterday heavy soda was the new trend. It's moved in one day?
Now it's the next day.
Oh,
Get rid of soda. It's all about water that they have pumped full of fruits, electrolytes, coconut water, prebiotics, probiotics, you name it. Everyone wants to load up their water and find a new fun way to be hydrated, because that is an ongoing trend, is everyone being absurdly hydrated at all times. Thanks to Stanley Cups.
It's not enough to just have water. It's got to be protein water. It's got to have water with more than just water. And I think if we just go back to the good old-fashioned Los Angeles municipal tap, we'll get a mix of all sorts of things in there. Everything you could possibly want.
Get some watered down Oxy.
And a bunch of things you don't want.
Yeah, a lot of fluoride.
Old goldfishes, etc. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now. And yes, I see the phones are already full.
Oh, my God, look at all these jokes.
These are all people that have jokes, and they want donuts. And that's right, Jimmy Kimmel. We are doing it. You wouldn't. Big mistake on your part, pal.
Haha, who's laughing now?
Jokes for donuts, kicking it off this brand new hour right now on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
In fact, Allie, from 562 to get things going, what do you see when the Pillsbury Doughboy bends over? Donuts. It's already begun.
That's hilarious.
Give that guy
a donut.
A donut. We kick off the hour with jokes for donuts on KROQ. As you heard Jimmy talk about last night in his beautiful monologue, his return to TV and a win for free speech and free speech advocates, supporting First Amendment rights. And I've always felt the FCC to be an enemy of many of the things that we've attempted to do. The fact that we can't even swear on the radio seems insane at this point, because here we are now in the year 2025, following some rules that have been around since feels like the early 1900s.
Yeah. Hearing in presidential speeches now.
That's right. Everyone's swearing now. Swearing nothing. But we can't do it.
I think one of the better jokes, too, that Jimmy made last night was Brennan Carr, the chair of the FCC, is the worst car to be accepted by the Republican Party since the Cybertruck.
Yeah, I know. So it's funny.
That was a good one.
Anyway, we'll get it.
You should get a donut.
Give that man a donut.
Okay.
Let's send Jimmy a dozen donuts for all the jokes he told last night. He'll appreciate it. In a moment, we'll take your calls, 800-520-1067. And we really actually will give you donuts for your jokes. We're actually going to do this. I know you thought this was just a stupid bit that we were not going to do, but we are going to do the stupid bit live on the radio.
Yeah, you got to commit.
It's what Weatherly wanted. So we will do it, and we'll do it next on KROQ. Alley Show. It's an always evolving, always changing show. We didn't know that Jimmy Kimmel was going to say this last night when he returned to TV.
The guy who fired me from my first radio job in Seattle, his name is Larry. In 1989, Larry tried to force me to do a bit called Jokes for Donuts, where people would call in with a joke and I would give them donuts. I refused to do it, and then I made a lot of fun of Larry for suggesting it, and eventually Larry fired me, and I had to move back in with my parents.
On that note, and coincidentally, our boss suggested the same thing, and we said sure, so here we go.
Hi, boys and girls. It's time for your favorite game, Jokes for Donuts. Just tell us a joke, and we'll give you a donut.
There it is.
It's simple. Rules are simple. You make us laugh, and you earn a donut, and you can come claim your donut on Friday when we will be at the Sconso, our first ever Final Friday Fiesta. We will bearing donut. We'll have donuts with us as well. And if you are one of the winners today, you can come claim your donut this Friday, starting at 11 o'clock. All right, here we go. Let me say hi to Caitlin. We start with you. And once again, you must make us laugh. It's Jokes for Donuts. It's Weatherly's favorite bit that we have not yet done, but we're about to. What's up?
Hi, so what did the elephant say to the naked man?
Is that sound effect part of the joke, or was that just coincidental?
Cool, I love it.
Production value.
I love it.
It was honestly coincidental, but anyways, could you hear what I said, though?
Yeah, say it again. Say it up again.
So what did the elephant say to the naked man?
What?
How do you breathe through that tiny thing?
Funny.
Donut! You're getting a donut, apparently. You made Vanessa laugh. You're getting a donut. Write down her name. She gets a donut.
Just silence.
This
is actually great for Jake because you can maybe incorporate some of this in your stand-up.
I'm going to incorporate all of it.
Great.
This is going to be Jake. You're doing stand-up tonight. You should bring donuts to your crowd.
Oh, I could do it there too.
Yeah.
Someone did text 626. What do you call a Whopper in Australia? A Royale with Otis.
Yeah.
Oh, donut.
That definitely not. Definitely not. Scott.
A deep cut and a donut.
Scott, welcome to, what are we calling this dumb thing?
Jokes for Donuts.
Jokes for Donuts. Hi, Scott. What's up?
Why doesn't the witch have any children?
Why?
Because her husband has a hollow weenie.
How many of these are going to be D jokes?
I think all of them. I think people know the sweet spot of comedy.
All right, we have elephant penis joke followed by witch penis
all right,
joke.
We'll see you on Friday for your donut. Allie laughed.
That was great.
Allie's she's easy. She's looking to laugh. Let me say hi to Anthony. Anthony, welcome to, if you're just joining us now on KROQ.
Hi, boys and girls. It's time for your favorite game, Jokes for Donuts. Just tell us a joke, and we'll give you a donut.
Kimmel didn't want to do this bit 30 years ago, but it's still good enough for us. What's up, Anthony?
Sweet Dippy.
Sweet Dippy.
All right, so what do you call a fish without an eye?
What? Yeah, I've heard that one. That's a good one.
It's not a D joke. Boo.
No, sorry. You didn't. You should have said, what do you call it?
It's kind of a vagina joke.
You call penis without an eye would have been a funnier joke. Would have fit the theme. Unfortunately, no donut for you,
so
sir.
So just been pens?
That's right, Allie. Would have just been pens.
Hilarious.
Yep, good stuff right there. Hi, Valerie, you're on KROQ. It's Jokes for Donuts, Larry's favorite bit, and Kevin Weatherly forced us to do this today. Yes, go ahead.
Why didn't the skeletons fight?
Why didn't he fight?
No, why didn't the skeletons fight?
Why did the skeletons fight?
They didn't have no guts.
Ah, okay. It's great when the setup is kind of unclear and I'm just kind of fumbling my way through the joke mentally. That's great. It landed.
James, would you like to win a donut?
Oh, man, I love donuts, especially Donut Smiles.
Go ahead.
All right, perfect 90s joke. What do you call Magic Johnson in a wheelchair?
Oh,
I have a feeling you're going to like this one, Klein. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Roll AIDS. Roll AIDS.
His second delivery was better than his first.
Roll AIDS. Roll AIDS.
Okay, give that man.
Roll AIDS.
Give that man a donut.
Definitely deserves a donut.
Give that man a donut. All donuts can be claimed Friday at our live event. We will be at the Sconso. They got better food. Their first 106 people get a gourmet taco, but also
free donut
some of you
and
winners,
a free taco.
Some of you winners are going to get a donut as well.
Klein legitimately loved that joke.
I didn't legitimately love it. I've heard it before. I've used it before. Gus, you're on KROQ. Hi. What's up?
Yo, shout out Netbangers.
Nice.
I'm allergic to pumpkin spice. It gives me autumn ache. Autumn ache.
Say the punchline again? I'm not picking it up.
Autumn ache.
It's just such a stretch already, and then to hear him figure out how to deliver it live.
You're allergic to pumpkin spice.
It gives me autumn ache.
Anyways, I got a funny weenie joke online too, Klein.
All right, moving on. Thank you for that. Hold on 1 second.
I think we need to hear that one again.
Give that man a donut. Let me just go back to Gus real quick. Hey, Gus, what happens with the pumpkin spice?
It gives me tummy ache.
Tummy ache.
I don't get it.
Tummy ache.
It's your stomach hurts, you're saying.
Yeah, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, Gus, maybe you're lactose intolerant. Hey, Hayden, you're on KROQ. Go ahead, jokes for donuts.
Hey, Sweet Dibbits.
Sweet Dip.
Did you guys hear the story about the woman who tried to cut her husband's wiener off?
This is a topical reference, but yes, go ahead.
Well, she actually missed, so they only charged her with the missed wiener.
Hey, boys and girls. It's time for your favorite game, Jokes for Donuts. Just tell us a joke, and we'll give you a donut.
I got to say, I think Jimmy Kimmel was right.
Oh, yeah.
I think he made the right call back in 1989 when Larry suggested this, and I wish we had stood up to Weatherly the same way.
Klein, we were brave enough to try it.
Hey, we tried it, and
you know what really happened when I wasn't predicting was people's jokes from the 90s and 2000s that they've just been holding on to for 20 years.
They've been sitting on hold on a radio station since 1989 waiting to tell these jokes.
I'm going to do the Magic Johnson joke.
We got to do the Lorena Bobbitt one, and we got to do the Magic Johnson age. We got to get them all out. Get them off your chest. We give all those people donuts for participating. It's going to be a lot of donuts. We got to take a break. I know people are demanding we continue this.
We're going to do it all hour.
Guys, I've been listening to your show now for over a year. This is by far the best bit you've ever done. Weatherly's right. Give that man an award. He's got enough awards.
There's another good 2000s one.
Go ahead, Allie. Read it.
What's the opposite of Christopher Reeve? Christopher Walken.
Oh, great. Another topical joke. Give that texture a donut. We got to take a break. Milli Vanilli joke pouring through right now.
Cool.
When we get back.
I got a joke.
No, Jake, please no.
What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom?
What?
A pickpocket snatches watches.
Oh, man. I'm so sad now. We were ending on a high note.
That's a good joke.
Donut!
I think the AIDS joke was less sad than that one, Jake.
KROQ.
Calling all ghosts, ghouls, zombies.
Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 and win your way in to see My Chemical Romance at the Hollywood Bowl.
My Chemical Romance and KROQ.
Yeah. Celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Black Parade, October 21st, 23rd, and 24th, 2026. Courtesy of Live Nation.
Win tickets all this week.
Nothing poignant to say, just holy.
Keep it on KROQ to win.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Let's solve a mystery. A couple days ago, a package arrived after the show. It was a giant bouquet of these live forever flowers that last for a couple of years. They're very expensive. They're sent like a giant, looks like a paint bucket. I think it's officially known as like a hat box or something.
Oh.
I don't know what those things are called, but fancy. And it was arrived and it was addressed to Vanessa. She doesn't want to give her last name. And this, she didn't know where they came from because there was nothing on the card except it said, here, something brighten your day or something.
It
some
said
trash.
smile. Brighter days are ahead.
Smile.
Hope you like these.
Brighter days are ahead. Now, there's been so many interesting developments with Vanessa. You know, Vanessa's single. She lives by herself. Let me give out her address.
She has no protection.
No
There's
protection.
no building security.
Low windows and no
What are
blinds.
you guys talking about? I have so much protection.
So here's the deal. Vanessa is freaked out because she thinks that maybe she has a stalker. And the reason she thinks this is because she went on a date a few weeks ago with someone, and she said the date wasn't great. So she said to the guy, you can just walk me home and we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
The guy walked her home. A few days later, in her mail, a handwritten note from the guy.
Saying, I really, really like you still.
Yeah.
I want to spend time with you. By the way, get well soon from your surgery.
Right.
And we said that was creepy.
And then he signed his name.
In blood.
In ink, but it might as well have been blood. It was a creepy signature. Regardless, that happened. And then Vanessa's like, I'm such an idiot. Why did I let the guy walk me home? And a lot of people texted us, especially a lot of women, and they said, word of advice, never even though it seems chivalrous to be like, let me take you home. Don't do that, especially early.
I actually have a friend who's been dating for a while, and her favorite place she lives in Anaheim, her favorite place to go on dates is downtown Disney. She's like, you literally have to go through security.
Oh, it's great. Smart.
You are in a crowded place 100% of the time.
Yep.
No one knows where you live or anything. It's just, let's meet at downtown Disney.
Oh, when they open up that Din Tai Fung, I'll be a regular. Soup dumplings all day. So Vanessa is freaking out. And then these flowers arrived. So the first thought she had was maybe it's the guy that also delivered. This guy likes to deliver stuff. Mm-hmm. Then there was a bunch of theories because she recently had a little flirty exchange, we thought, with the new lead singer of Sublime, Bradley's son, Jacob Noel. We thought maybe that was the situation going on.
He's got flower money.
He was here, and he was just here. He knows the address. That would have made sense. We talked about, of course, the Bud Light Bros, because the Bud Light Bros.
Yeah. Vanessa gets around.
She gets around.
I do not get around.
Everybody thinks they have a shot, with you. And the Bud Light Bros let us know that it was not them.
What's up, Klein Alley? It's the Bud Light Bros. Hey, great show today, guys. Hilarious. Just wanted to say, Allie is absolutely right. We are not Vanessa stalkers. As certified cheapos ourselves, we would never spend $400 on some flowers from Chateau La Fleur.
So they're out. They tapped out. They're not involved in this at all. They never did it.
Glad we can mention the flower company.
So they didn't get involved. They cleared the deck. Then there was a lot of theories coming through. Instagram went through all the theories, hundreds of theories pouring through Instagram, text line. Maybe it was this. Perhaps it was that. Maybe it's a security guy at the building. Maybe it was one of the bands. Bands, sometimes they send stuff over, like if we have them in, not because they're trying to sleep with Vanessa, but because they appreciate coming by and coming on the show. And Vanessa's usually the one that does all the emails back and forth. Could have been any of a number of guests that came by recently.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani. Maybe
I wish it was Gwen Stefani.
I know, that'd be so nice.
That'd be so cool.
Maybe it was a pre-gift from Billie Eilish who's going to be by on Friday. I mean, it could have been any of a number of things. You don't know.
Right. But it was definitely for Vanessa.
Definitely just for Vanessa. And the message, even though it was vague, did say, here's
that brighter days are ahead. Yeah.
So
now we have a break in the case.
There is a break in the case. Someone heard us discussing this on the air. And you can see what these things look like. And
from prison.
Inmate number 77357. And he said the following. No, we got a text, for a DM from someone. And they said the following. And I just want to say before I read this, Vanessa, I had no idea how many strangers out there are infatuated with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it is.
I'm flattered, but I also don't get it. But thank you guys. But I don't understand.
There it is. That's the attraction
exactly.
right
That's
there.
the charm. Is that Vanessa doesn't care. She just wants to live her damn life. She's still hung up on some chef that doesn't want to be in an exclusive relationship. And that's what makes her so wanted.
Yep.
Did you drunk text him after your birthday thing?
No.
Hey, guys.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know.
Because I don't remember.
That was the other theory, that Vanessa was just out and having a wild birthday weekend in Long Beach, and she was drunk and making out with God knows who. And
I
maybe
didn't make out with anyone.
You don't know that.
Hey
I
guys,
know this.
She wrote, this is the DM guy. Hey guys, hope you're having an amazing day. I just wanted to apologize to Vanessa for the mystery gift she received yesterday. I honestly feel terrible for freaking her out. But I honestly just want to do something nice. That's all. And hopefully you guys don't take it apart. Because our theory was it was full of drugs. That was another theory.
That was another great
We
theory.
were going to rip it apart. It was very heavy. We figured it was a drug smuggling thing. Anyway, there's nothing other than that and roses, I promise. No cameras, no drugs, etc. As far as the message, I was just trying to be a nice gesture.
Mm-hmm.
And even though your life is great, you just never know, that's all. But again,
that's creepy.
sorry.
What do you mean that you never know? What are you going to do?
Life is short.
But again, sorry, Vanessa. I did not mean to scare you. I honestly do feel bad. Probably should have signed it. But yeah, again, my bad. And this was just from a...
So this is from a listener that interacts with us can can't you just take responsibility for the flowers?
Right. Well, that's the other thing. Anyone
Can't you
can
be
take
like,
responsibility.
sorry, I spent so much on you.
Right. That's what I would do. That's a great move. You want to slide in to Vanessa.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So you're welcome, Vanessa, for the flowers.
That's right. There, we decided.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
It's a show thing from all of us.
We forgot your birthday, and we got you these flowers. Happy bright day! Right?
That makes sense now, actually.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
I can't believe she bought it. What a dummy. Yeah, so I think they're from a listener. Well, at least one guy took credit for them. Maybe.
But now there's a different admirer.
So
it's crazy.
That's crazy. So now we got to give this guy
I think
her
now we're
address.
up to 3 admirers, which
so
is
funny.
a lot.
You have more admirers than the rest of the whole show combined.
Exactly.
Which is so frustrating.
Which is the whole show combined is 0.
Yeah, all we want is an admirer. We have
Just
0.
one.
Guys, please, everyone that admires Allie, Klein, Jake, Omar, Johnny, hit them up. Because I cannot go with this attention.
Don't send us flowers, though. Send us
them
food.
flowers.
Yeah,
Send us food.
I eat it.
Part 2 of this is that Jake took those flowers and tried to give them to his girlfriend and hoping it would end his dry spell. We'll get to that later in the show, but it also could not have gone
I
worse.
heard you listening to some of it and just shaking your head, and it made me so sad. I haven't heard it yet, but it seems like you were very sad for him.
Yeah, we'll get to this later today. We'll come back in a moment, take a look at what's going on in the world together, then the Freeway feud and your sold-out Billie Eilish tickets all coming up. I know you're thinking, man, those two look funny.
And we agree, and so do our parents.
So we need to get some plastic surgery, and the only way we can afford that is if you listen to our full radio show every day live on KROQ or download the podcast.
Yeah, which is all free, so I don't really know how we're making money on that, because we get paid terribly.
Yeah, it's a really bad situation, which is why she's got on no makeup, and I'm wearing a shirt that I found in Lost and Found.
I am wearing makeup.
You are?
Yes.
Someone help this homely woman out, please.
You don't need to say I'm homely.
Well,
actually, you do, because the stream's not working.
Yeah, I have to let people know that they can't see. Allie's camera is broke itself yet again.
It is always my camera, isn't
Breaks
it?
itself. It's hanging from its own wire. It's weird how it does that. But Allie's camera on the YouTube stream is not working today, so we were shooting her from aerial shots.
No, I actually do want advice from you. You've been married longer than I have, Omar, so have you. And I've never been asked this question before the whole time I've been married. We have our anniversary coming up on Monday. And which is a terrible day for an anniversary because you don't want to do anything on Monday. You know, we don't want to celebrate, go out to dinner and do all that. I just want to be home and go back to bed because it's Monday. But yet last night, Katie asked, what are we doing for our anniversary? And B, what gift am I getting?
Whoa.
And I have never been asked before about a gift. We've never done gifts before. This is not a milestone year. It's not like 5, 10, 20. This is 6. Who cares about 6?
Nothing.
I mean, yeah, we've been together for 15 years, I think.
Whoa.
So that's a milestone, but that's together. That's not married, right? So
yeah, resets. Clock resets.
Yeah,
or you
which
just
sucks that it resets because all those years were for nothing.
Yeah, I know you're the Odo queen, so you take that stuff real seriously, but I think that a lot of times you use whatever number helps you in whatever point you're trying to make.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to make the point like, I've been putting up with your ass for 23 years. You add it all together.
Yeah, usually in those scenarios.
But,
maybe I'm at 7.
But you don't even know if this is your 6th or 7th?
28. Oh, no, I think this is 7.
Let me think which year I didn't go to your wedding. Hold on.
I think it was 2018 when you didn't go.
That's the year I skipped your wedding, yes.
It was right after your kid was born.
That's right.
Right, so...
And that was a great excuse. And I've always said the number one reason to have kids is because it's a built-in excuse to get out of anything you don't want to go to. And then a week later, Allie's like, do you want to come to my wedding? And I go, I can't. I have a kid.
Yep, your filet mignon's still sitting there in Portland.
Oh, I should eat it.
But I have never been, like, neither of us have been gift givers. I set that up early.
I thought you stole her a bike.
Well, that is become a huge problem. Because I didn't steal the bike. I found a really nice bike on OfferUp, and I gave it to her for Christmas.
Stolen.
You bought a stolen bike?
No, it wasn't a stolen bike. I had the serial number and everything. It wasn't spray painted. It was a nice giant bike. It was a good brand. And it seems that the tires keep deflating. There's an issue with the bike. And so now... It's also too big because it's a man's bike. I didn't realize that. So it's actually hanging upside down in our garage and has been for, I think, a year. Almost a year.
They're calling this story the Bikes for Dyke saga. We've talked about it for years now.
So are you suggesting I should get her a different bike?
A different stolen gift. I think that's the theme.
Well, I just don't know how much do you even spend on... I've never done this before, so I don't know how much you're supposed to spend on an anniversary gift or what you're supposed to do.
Is she going to get you something?
That's my other question, Omar. Is this a one-sided thing? Because I proposed first, because I'm the man.
Yeah.
And then a year after I proposed, she proposed back to me. And I was like, whoa, now I'm confused. What's going on here?
Wait a minute. You proposed to get you proposed to get married to her.
Yeah.
And she did not accept that?
No, she did.
But then a year later, she proposed?
Yes.
With what?
With a ring.
And you gave her nothing?
No, I gave her a ring when I proposed.
Gave her a stolen ring.
No, I proposed to her. By the way, a lot of that was dictated, predetermined by her about how that was going to go down.
Oh, man.
And then a few months later, it was my birthday, and her gift to me was, will you marry me too, with an engagement ring.
That's so not a gift.
On your birthday?
That's such a double dip.
On my birthday.
She double dipped.
Right.
On you. And basically just threw it back in your face because she had nothing planned that year. She's like, got to come up with something.
This is a beautiful ring. She got it to...
That's nice, but I mean...
nice ring.
But also...
Did you give her her ring on her birthday?
No, I did not.
Just a random day.
It was just a random day.
Right, so she got a random ring day and also a birthday gift, and she double dipped on your birthday and threw the ring and said, that's your gift. And then you can't say, and where's my Nintendo Switch? Because she goes, I just gave you a ring.
Right, exactly.
Man, you got bamboozled
really
good.
But so then now, 6 or 7 years later, who knows?
Take it back.
She's saying, what's my gift? And if I'm giving her a gift, she's got to get me one too, right? So should I share what gift I'm getting, or at least how much I'm spending, so we kind of know? Because I feel like Christmas, you kind of establish what's the range on each person, right? Family members, couples, all that stuff. You kind of have a range that you're working with. I've never had a predetermined range for this. So am I doing like flowers and that's it?
I don't know.
Am I doing like a necklace? Like
with the gays, Allie, it's totally different because in my world, like my wife has very expensive taste and she only likes nice things. And if I ever ask her what she wants, it's already way out of my price range. Meanwhile, she'll give me like a 3-pack of T-shirts.
And you're like, cool.
And she'll be like, you really need these. Your other shirts are all pit stained. And I'm like, all right, great. Thank you. Love it. Love you. That's a great, thoughtful gift.
Wait, and she's in fashion and she's getting you 3 packs of shirts?
Yeah, like she'll be like, yeah, you need new T-shirts. Your shirts are all faded or don't fit you well.
Yeah, but wouldn't she get you like a nice brand at least?
I mean, I guess, I don't know, they're better than whatever I had, she claims. So I think in your case, I thought, and I don't remember if this was her birthday or last year, but I thought you were planning on potentially trying to recreate your first date where she farted on you.
Well, that was, I mean, I could recreate that. We were on a small couch. We were watching a horror film. And then I was laying on, like, we were doing that thing where we were kind of spooning.
Right.
And she was the little spoon. So her butt was up against my crotch.
Oh, so it was a full vibration.
Yeah. And then she farted. And then she said, sorry, that was my fart.
Yeah. Why don't you recreate that moment? Like, get her some Jake Shack beans and put on the movie again. And say you're going to recreate the moment where you knew you loved her.
And that's the gift.
And that's the gift.
I'll be in the corner for you.
Or you know how people make like art out of a person's favorite song?
That sounds stupid.
Yeah,
those are kind of cool. I've seen those.
Yeah, but I could do it of her fart.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
The tiniest painting.
It's like the wave file.
She'd be like, "What is this? A Taylor Swift song?"
This is your first fart.
This is the time you farted in front of me, and I said, "I'm going to marry this woman."
I've kept this recording.
All right, well, I'm going to Etsy.
That is
I think someone could get that done by Monday.
Finally, you got an idea. And I didn't realize this, Allie. I'm looking now, but 6 years of marriage is the fart anniversary. I didn't know that.
Really?
So congratulations. You're right on trend.
Okay.
That's a beautiful story.
Thanks. I'm glad I went to you for advice.
Was this helpful even a little bit?
No. But there are a lot more penis jokes on the text line, so
Great. Well, we
can use those on Monday.
We're out of donuts, but you can write those in the card for the anniversary. That's what you should do. Just pick your favorite jokes that have come through and give them to them.
Top 10.
Solving problems. One of the many things we do on the show. Have you ever been in a concussion? Have you had a concussion? How did you get it? That is the question right now. We're convinced that most people get concussions because of hilarious reasons. And we'd love to hear your story now. Concussions are all in the news because Spider-Man had to take a break shooting his movie because of his minor concussion.
Jose.
And we'd love to hear about your better concussion stories at 800-520-1067. Tickets on the line. It's KROQ. of people have had concussions. I think they say once you have 3 or 4 of them, then it starts to become a real problem. They don't like multiple concussions. A lot of the players get put on injured reserve, or they get to a point where they're like, that is definitely going to be CTE in the future.
Yeah, and I think some people, though, especially if it's a mild concussion, some people don't even know they had one, and then they kind of go about their day.
I would say most people walking around right now currently have a mild concussion.
And Johnny does?
I would think Johnny has much more than a mild concussion. But I think that most people walking around, and some people would argue that this is what a concussion sounds like.
And now it's time for a moment with Kevin.
Let me start that again.
What? What happened there?
Great start.
It's reading the text line.
That was a moment with Kevin.
That's probably a concussion. You guys were all having good laughs at my expense.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man had to be halted, the filming of the Spider-Man movie, because Holland got a
mild
concussion.
Yeah, and he was rushed to the hospital, and I believe they're taking a full week off of filming to help Tom Holland recover, which is very un-Spider-Man. But also, it's interesting to know what other people in real life that are not superheroes or playing superheroes have done to get concussions, and did it affect their lives in a similar way?
You hear it all the time from NFL players because that goes with the nature of the job, and then, of course, people doing their own stunts, even though there's stuntmen there, also concussions. But let's talk about you normies. You've also been concussed. What happened to you, Candy? You're on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning. So about a couple years ago, I was doing some gardening and struggling with the trash can, the big gardening green one that you're not supposed to push while the lid is open. And I happened to step on the lid, came at me, knocked me out.
The trash can came at you?
It came at me. It was like, it's your birthday, let me knock you out. So knocked me out. All I remember is my kids laughing really hard. A lot of liquid in my hand. And then next thing you know, I'm like coming to in the house with ambulance, police, questioning my husband, putting the kids on the side. Oh, it was a whole big deal. And it was pretty embarrassing, I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, you got attacked by the least intimidating of the trash cans, the gardening one.
And it was like Looney Tunes style. You stepped on the little and it was like,
smack back in her face. But I would imagine the concussion probably caused by you hitting the ground more than the actual lid of the trash can, right?
Well, that's the thing. Like it says literally, do not pull while open. And I was like, nah, I got this. Nope. Trash can came at me.
All right. Trash can took her out. Concussion.
All right. Lost a fight with a trash can.
It's tough to beat that, but let's say hi to Chelsea. Good morning, Chelsea. How did you get concussed?
Good morning, Sweet Dips.
Sweet Dips.
So I was grocery shopping, and I was being, a good person, putting my shopping cart away. And, those little bars that are at the top of the little cart return?
Yeah.
No idea if they're there. Have no idea to this day. Couldn't remember because I hit my head on it, got a wicked concussion, and landed myself in the hospital.
So you go down in the cart return area now becomes the Chelsea return area, and that's where they find you and you knocked out those bars? Yeah, those things.
And the next person who's going to return their card is like,
do I just push her over her, or do I push it?
You're like, I already did a good deed by walking all the way over here, just blocking my way.
Also impressive.
God, how do you do that?
Not necessarily as impressive as Spider-Man getting a concussion, but still, it's a story worth sharing.
She is a hero.
She is a hero. Vaughn, you're on KROQ. Good morning, 951. What's up?
Good morning. So, yes, my sister bought me some 5'11" Heelys, those shoes with little wheels in the back.
Yeah.
And I was getting pretty brave on them, so I was like, at my friend's house, they had a nice steep hill, so I'm like, I'm taking this hill. So, I go down it, and I start going really fast, like, oh, my God. And then I hit some rocks. I tried to run out of it. I tried to catch myself, and instead I smashed my face in the asphalt, and I, slid. I got out of alcohol for about 10 minutes.
Whoa.
To get me. I woke up, I had road rash down the entire right side of my body, all tore up, and, I had to go to the hospital, concussion. Good times.
Concussion. They go to concussion protocol therapy, whatever they do. Concussion
protocol.
The little
tent.
You in the tent, or how's that work?
Yeah, like the ambulance came.
By the way, adult getting injured on Heelys is so funny to me,
dude,
because those were designed for children, and children are better at wearing them. I put on Heelys one time for 5 minutes and fell and hurt myself very badly. And I did not get a concussion, but I said, I am not, these are not for me.
Because the whole idea is I'm going to rock backwards and just glide on my heels.
Right.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, and apparently everything. Brian, how did you get concussed?
So I've had 3 different ones, but the worst one was, I was racing a kid down the street on a bike. We went to go up a driveway to go into the house, like up towards the house. My front tire slid out, and I slid on my face and chipped my tooth.
Ooh. All right, that was time number 1.
No, that was the most recent, I think he said.
So wait, you were an adult and you were chasing a kid?
No, it was when I was younger in high school.
Okay.
So at what point, sorry, you've had 3 concussions. Aren't they concerned now about you long term? I mean, isn't 3 the number?
I don't know. I've never had
I feel like he says that a lot. I feel like that's his answer to a lot of things.
I think he's confused about his concussions as well.
What's your name? I don't know.
They are concerned.
I want to hear what happened to you and why you got concussed. This is Alex. Sometimes it's a fun concussion story. Spider-Man getting concussed on the set of the movie. It's a good story. Great football play. Guy gets concussion, but makes it in the end zone. Great story.
Helmet comes off.
Then there's the less exciting concussion stories, and that's where you come in. Hi, Alex. What happened?
Yeah, I was at a death metal concert some years ago, moshing, headbanging, all that. At some point, someone hit me in the back of the head, and I couldn't stand up straight, couldn't see well. It turns out I was concussed, and I couldn't headbang or do much really for like 6 months.
Yeah, but at least that's like a badass way to get a concussion, you know?
It's got to be rough when the doctor tells you no headbanging for 6 months, and then
literally
death metal comes on in the waiting room of the doctor's office.
Yeah.
But I just can't stop myself.
You're literally shaking your brain back and forth over and over again.
Do you feel normal now, Alex, or do you still feel slow?
Well, I'm definitely a little slow. Nah, I'm just kidding. I feel normal. Maybe I was slow already, but I can headbang just fine.
That much I believe. That much I believe. Hey, Macy, what happened to you? Concussions.
What's up?
What's up? Oh, boy.
Everyone is getting slower and slower.
Yeah, I'm going to say. I think this new segment is called Allie and Klein Diagnose Your Concussion, and you have one. Congratulations. That's a concussion. What happened to you, Macy?
So I had when my son was 3 years old, I had him in the bathtub, and you overthink everything as a parent. But I had to run and grab a cup to pour water on him. So I went to the restroom, and I could have sworn I heard some noise of splashing. So I ran back from the kitchen, and as soon as I jumped into the restroom, he must have splashed water out. So I flew. Literally, my feet were swept from under me. I flew in the air. I hit my back, my head really hard. And that's how I got a concussion.
Were you unconscious?
And he was okay. Luckily my husband was there. He said I was just on the floor for a little while.
It's just a little
what
while.
An attentive husband.
I don't know.
You were on the floor for a little while.
She's having an emotional
the game
thing.
was on.
Let her rest. Let her rest.
Jesus, the kid is just unattended now in the
back.
back.
Mommy brain. It's bleeding out on the floor. Hey, Jessica?
You worry too much.
Yeah,
What's up? What happened to you?
I was sick making a cup of tea, and I have one of those microwaves that's up high on the cupboards. And I dropped it, broke my favorite mug. I was so mad, I bent down, and then I stood back up real quick, and the door had swung back open.
Oh, microwave door.
I smacked my head straight on it. I blacked out.
Whoa.
And fell on the ground.
In your shards of cup?
Shards of mug.
Yes.
World's greatest mug. Oh.
Shards of mug. It hurt so bad, I had to crawl around the house because standing up too high gave me vertigo.
Wow.
Turns out everything causes concussions.
I mean, even a microwave door, I feel like that's not that heavy.
Yeah,
but I guess if you hit it in the right way.
It's all about hitting it in the right way at the right spot. Finally, we give Chris the heroic story, and then we have to wrap things up. Chris, you have an actual good concussion story. Go ahead.
Not so much good, but the year 2009, I was deployed to Ramadi, Iraq with 223 out of Pasadena, shout out, the currently deployed. And I was in the supply shop, and we were loading a bunch of weapons off of these big trucks called 7 tons. And the height of those trucks with those trailers behind them are like 6 feet. So we unloaded the truck. Yeah, I sat down on the floor to jump off, and we deblouse, which means we take off our top layer. And my pant.
They call it deblousing?
That's right, Allie. Don't ask, don't tell.
Anyway, we had these 784s up on a 658. And anyway, everyone debloused. You couldn't come up with a cool military term for that?
You know what they say, boys? It's deblousing time. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I sat on the floor to jump off because I'm only 5'5". I'm Klein's height. So,
whoa. That is false news.
Fake news. And so I jump off the floor of this, we call it Palcos, a trailer, and my belt loop got stuck on those little locking mechanisms.
Oh, my God, your belt loop?
Face down. Yeah, my belt loop. I face planted on the floor, the 120-degree Iraqi dry heat. And I completely knocked me out. Next thing I wake up is my corporal, shout out to Ives Phoenix Domingo, that's his nickname, and took me to inside where it was nice and cool. And they're all, are you all right? I did not even know where I was at. And they're all, do you want to go to the BAS, the Battalion 8 Station? I'm all, Mama didn't raise no bitch, so I just carried on with the mission.
Aww. Mama didn't raise no bitch, now give me my blouse.
No, I'm not making my blouse back on. Man. Right. Well, short guys, I imagine, have less a chance of a concussion because they don't have as far to fall, usually.
That's a good point, you would think. Listen, now, we've heard a lot of stories. We got to give away some tickets.
My goodness.
They've all been great stories.
They've all been great.
Let's take care of this man who took care of our country.
I think that's nice.
I think that's a nice thing to do.
Especially getting caught on a belt loop. That's just such a... And I'm sure they want to make sure you're okay, but they're also laughing at you on the inside.
Hey, Chris, get your best blouse out and get ready to go to Ohana Festival happening this weekend. Are you ready for that?
Oh, Oh yeah, sounds great. Thanks so much.
Thank you for
Button
your
up, girl.
thank you for your service, and enjoy 3 days of nonstop music at Doheny State Beach. Green Day will be there, many others as well. Hold on one second, all right? Enjoy yourself. Try not to get concussed.
Shout out 223, currently deployed.
Quick break. Shout out 223. We'll back with more show next.
You're listening to Klein Alley Show. Not as good as the best taco you've ever had. Slightly better than the worst taco you've ever had. Damn it, now I want a taco.
KROQ.
Lola Young, KROQ, what are you and Omar cackling about in here? I leave the room for 15 seconds to come back. God. You guys are having a good old time.
Mm-hmm. Well, this has actually been something that's been in the works for, I think, a week or two now, and it was worth the wait. Omar, do you want to do the honors? Because I heard this on an episode of a true crime show that I was watching, and I thought, well, this has some sound bites in it that I know Omar, the audio sniper, could do a lot with. And, man, you delivered.
Thank you. So Klein, Allie sent me a clip of is it a podcast or is it a TV show?
It's Dateline.
Oh, it's a Dateline.
Dateline NBC.
So there's this audio, and Klein is the guy who, in the show, is
he's a person of interest at first, yes.
At a murder, right, in a murder case. And the audio, I felt like I could insert our own Klein into it and create a scene.
No, great. And, just play it. All right, blah,
I think
blah.
it came out pretty
That's
good.
fine. Just play
Klein, before you get upset, he didn't end up being the killer. He just ended up being a pervert.
That's right.
Great.
That's true.
But he had almost exactly your name.
Win for me. I feel great. Thank you. I remember when you played the clip of this at the beginning. His name was, what was it, Calvin
His
Klein?
name was Kegan.
Kegan Klein.
Kegan Klein.
Sounds
cool. All right, great. Get ready for world premiere now. This is just some of Omar and his audio sniping at its finest. And apparently, according to Allie's reaction, I saw, boy, it's good.
Who is Klein?
Klein is the person that will solicit girls to send them pornographic photos.
Right. Oh, that is dirty.
Klein was a big, overweight,
I'ma eat it all, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Not somebody that these girls would talk to kind of person, so he changed who he was.
I'm a handicap.
Not long after that Peeping Tom incident, law enforcement raided Klein's home.
Well, I don't know.
He's a bad guy. He's a pathological liar. He would tell us something we'd look into and it'd be a lie. He lied a lot.
Hey, don't mind me. I'm just a young boy.
Klein seemed to have a strong alibi that he was in Vegas at the time of the murders.
Yeah.
When Court TV's Barbara McDonald learned Klein was in jail, she contacted him.
Man, I am horny now.
What happened?
He talked to me. He gave me an interview from jail. So, are you aware that there's a bunch of news stories out there linking you to the Delphi murders?
I don't have no thought.
You have admitted that you created this fake profile, Anthony Schatz. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Why did you create that profile?
I groomed a young boy.
But when it came to contact with Libby, Klein seemed evasive.
Are you aware whether you may have talked to Libby? Where were you on February 13th, 2017?
I like to smell parts of my girlfriend.
Did you have anything to do with the murders of Abby or Libby?
Me, such a bad boy.
And in the end, investigators couldn't prove he killed Abby and Libby.
We conducted a thorough investigation and ruled him out.
Another dead end.
Another dead end.
I'm boned up. I am boned up.
Klein would eventually plead guilty to 25 charges. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison.
Are you ready for the rear end? Okay, thank you. Great. What a wonderful tribute. Thank you, Omar.
You're welcome.
That was everything I could have imagined and more.
Star of Dateline.
I love the question answer section.
Can people with my name stop committing terrible crimes and giving
25 crimes.
25 crimes.
40 years in prison.
It's good to know that if I ever do get accused of doing any crimes, I'm just going to mumble instead of answer. right, well played. That'll be
I'm a young boy.
Instant hit. Shout out Omar, the audio sniper. OMG, this is everything. Wow.
Hashtag Dateline NBC.
Praise pouring through all over the text line for the great Omar Khan. I'm going to go rethink my alibi. And also, Vegas does sound fun right about now.
Yeah.
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. KROQ, the world famous KROQ. KROQ.
Get your flowers pouring through on the text line. People saying, well done, audio sniper. That's why he's the best. That's just a... that's
so
not
many people
me.
with suggestions of other sound clips to use,
really?
too, which is great. 831 Omar, at the end of the clip where he gets sentenced, you also should add his puppy noises.
We don't need any more. It's fine as it is.
Yeah.
He was sentenced to 40 years in prison.
Are you ready for the rear end? We don't need to add more sounds to it. It's fine.
714, oh my God, I fell off my chair. 949, I can't stop laughing. Kudos to Omar. Jake, take notes, Jake.
Let's not forget
early nomination for Song of the Year.
Not a song. and let's not forget for a moment, before we give all this glory to Omar, who's the guy that said all the dumb things during the story over the many years. Me.
Yeah, that's true.
You're trying to now take credit for this?
That's right. I didn't realize the audience would like it so much.
But who is an idiot?
Right.
First, me. That's who. And who is a pervert? The other Klein.
Yeah, let's not get confused here. I know there's new listeners don't understand that was a lot of clever editing, and they think that that's a real story. Oh, Klein was on Shark Tank and on Dateline? Wow. I was not on Dateline. That was a different guy with a different name and a different spelling, I believe. And Omar just got real clever with his
no, it wasn't different
witchcraft.
spelling.
Well, whatever. He did some sort of weird audio witchcraft and made me look like a real deviant.
Oh, well,
and I am a deviant.
Klein was the focus, but you're the star.
Mm-hmm. No, we're not playing it again. People demanding
we are
an encore.
absolutely playing that again.
I think it's been deleted, the file.
310, I'm at my desk stealthily watching the live stream.
All right.
I'm so glad I got to hear that at work. 310, OMFG, I'm crying. Stop, guys. I got to drive straight. This isn't safe.
Well, it's not real, so just understand that I did very few of those things. I mean, that guy sounds like he was living a fun life. I'll be honest, a little jealous. Went to Vegas and whatever, but...
Well, having watched the actual episode, I can say that you are much more attractive than Keg and Klein.
Thank you. I'll take that as a win. do some news, ADD news style. Then you get to go see My Chemical Romance at the Hollywood Bowl. The show is not until 2026. The month will be October. It is a year into the future, but your tickets will be taken care of in about 5 minutes right here on KROQ. But first, there's this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So we've been talking about it all morning, but just a couple more moments to share from Jimmy Kimmel's return to late night. He did make some comments about the studio and the FCC. At one point, Robert De Niro even called in as the new head of the FCC, said he would break Jimmy's knees if he didn't fall in line. That was a great moment. But a lot of people were wondering if Jimmy was going to be forced to read a certain statement that was concocted by Disney or ABC, and this is what actually happened.
People have been asking me if there are conditions for my return to the air, and there is one. Disney has asked me to read the following statement, and I've agreed to do it. Here we go. To reactivate your Disney Plus and Hulu account, open the Disney Plus app on your smart TV or TV-connected device.
That's also
very important statement.
Very important statement from Disney.
He also sounded like he was about to cry before that one as well.
He totally did.
That would be another Jimmy cry moment.
Speaking of Jimmy crying, it's also important to point out some of the things that he said about Charlie Kirk, because that's what started this whole thing. And he did say he never intended to make light of a man getting murdered or insinuate in any way that a certain group was responsible. And he also said this, which I think is important.
Over the weekend, a very beautiful moment. I don't know if you saw this. On Sunday, Erica Kirk forgave the man who shot her husband. She forgave him. That is an example we should follow. If you believe in the teachings of Jesus, as I do, there it was. That's it. A selfless act of grace, forgiveness from a grieving widow. It touched me deeply. And I hope it touches many. And if there's anything we should take from this tragedy to carry forward, I hope it can be that, not this.
And so there was a lot that was said. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be breaking it down. I'm sure there are going to be record number of people that tuned in to see it live last night, or at least watching the highlights this morning. And of course, as always, there's going to be backlash.
Oh, yeah. We can't do anything in this country without getting some good old-fashioned backlash.
Backlash. Oh, yeah. Unrelated.
Yeah, crying libtard. Relax. Jimmy was doing
Was
his
that
thing.
your impression?
That was that's the backlash. That's my impression. It's my impression of backlash.
It is. So unrelated to all of this, a statue went up seemingly overnight a couple days ago. Or should I say statues?
This is a great prank. Love a good statue prank.
A statue prank, it requires so much coordinating, so much effort.
So much talent.
Heavy
lifting. I mean, it's a lot involved. I always appreciate a prank that has really
you need a truck.
Executed.
You need to rent a truck and everything.
It's a well thought out prank.
Statues of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump showed up yesterday morning. The statue had Trump and Epstein holding hands and skipping.
It's the funniest. It is the funniest statue.
They are skipping and their hands are in the air like, hey, my best friend. Showed up at the National Mall, and the statue had a plaque, too. A plaque!
Celebrating friendship.
In honor of Friendship Month, we celebrate the long-standing bond between President Donald J. Trump and his closest friend, Jeffrey Epstein. And, of course, the news took a break from covering Jimmy to cover this.
Statue of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein holding hands is causing outrage in Washington, D.C. It appeared near the White House with a plaque celebrating their friendship. An anonymous artist group called the Secret Handshake claims responsibility. Activists say it was timed for September's Friendship Month.
I think it's kind of important to keep on highlighting the connection, but I wish they did a better job on the faces.
Everyone's
got an opinion.
Everyone has an opinion.
It's hard
on
to make a good-looking statue.
You can never, ever please everybody with a statue.
President Trump blasted it as a waste of money, reminding reporters he banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago years ago. The White House accused Democrats and the media of ignoring Epstein's crimes.
So it's already being taken down, and what's even more unbelievable is that they got a permit for this, and the permit is supposed to go through the 28th. So this is supposed to stay up for another 4 days, according to the permit that they secured before they even put this up.
That's why I appreciate the effort that went into this prank.
They had to get a permit.
You have to find a statue maker. You got to carve stone. I mean, there's a lot that went into this.
And of course, the group claims responsibility, as they should.
Yeah, although who really should have claimed responsibility would have been Fallon to try to work his name back into the spotlight. Would have been a good move on his part. This was a Fallon operation.
And then I don't know how people are going to feel about this, but it's happening more than ever, obviously. ChatGPT is being used by doctors for a second opinion. Now, a lot of people are using ChatGPT themselves for second opinions on everything in life, right? We're using it for a first, second, and third opinion a lot of the time. But do you have a problem with a doctor, somebody who obviously went to medical school and they're supposed to be a very important opinion, forming that opinion or a diagnosis and then going, you know what, maybe I'll just check in with ChatGPT to make sure that it agrees with my assessment?
In some ways, it's scarier than Google, because Google, we've all Googled medical conditions for a long time now. You go to WebMD, that was the original, and everything's either gas or cancer. It's always like one end of the extreme. It's either nothing or it's something that will kill you.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT is just a more amped up version of that, because
well,
you
it's
do
also
get.
supposed to boil it down so you don't have to do as much searching.
But still, if you want to read enough, you will get it could be nothing, it also could be everything.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part.
But also, if you are unsure about your doctor, say it's a new doctor or they're just fresh out of college, there's some people that walk in and they look like they're 4. And you're like, oh my God. I would be okay with that person just double checking.
No, why not?
Why not? Just cross-reference. It's always good to have multiple opinions, even if one of those opinions is ChatGPT.
We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and we'll make this the greatest hour of your life by immediately giving you tickets to go see My Chemical Romance at the Hollywood Bowl. If you're caller 20 now at 800-520-1067, good luck.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
What's up, Klein and Alley Show?
This show is not important. What is important is that we get to live in a country that allows us to have a show like this.
Give me the Klein and Alley Show.
It is important that we get to have a show like this, but this show is not important. Well said. Fine words from a fine man and a former employee of this radio station. We are Klein Alley Show. Nice to meet you if you're a new listener, or perhaps you're just scanning through the stations right now. Now's a good time to find us because we have your tickets at 800-520-1067 to see My Chemical Romance. 3 shows announced, Hollywood Bowl. I have a feeling there'll be more because they always seem to add more. But right now we've got tickets for you to either go see them October 21st, 23rd, or 24th of the year 2026. And I'll be looking for caller 20 in a moment at 800-520-1067. If you're new to the show, hi, I'm Klein. That's Allie.
Morning.
That is DJ Omar Khan right there. The audio sniper who potentially is going to be taking a year break from Halloween. He may or may not be decorating. If you live in his Rancho Cucamonga neighborhood, you are not going to be excited when Omar puts no effort into Halloween this year.
That's true.
Have you broken the news to your kids yet?
No, I'm going to do that. I'll do that on Sunday.
Tape it.
On Sunday when you're about to put up the decorations?
You're going to pull out all the boxes and say,
see all these? I'm going to set them on fire.
Right. This is the day I would have hung these, but this year I'm not doing it. So let's go push them back in the garage.
Yeah, no, I'm very busy through Saturday, so I'm not going to have any time till Sunday, too.
Wow, you really do a sit-down with them, huh?
Oh, it's it's a big deal. If Omar stops celebrating Halloween, that's the beginning of the end.
Record it.
Jimmy may cry if he hears this news.
I'll record it. Yeah.
That's Jake the Nerd over there, and then you got in the back room taking the calls feverishly right now, Postmaster Johnny and producer Vanessa. This hour, Vanessa's going to be the star of a brand new game, a new round of Can You Tell the Difference between our producer Vanessa and Allie's 3-year-old kid. They were asked very simple questions, like what makes a good birthday party, and what do you do if someone hurts themselves? Vanessa gave us her answer. Didn't know we were recording, but we were. Allie's kid also, I don't think knew we were recording, but he gave us his answer. And good luck trying to figure out who's saying what. It is borderline impossible.
No, my kid didn't know. These are the golden years, Klein, where he doesn't know about recording devices.
Yeah, it's great. Now you can just exploit that kid for everything.
Yeah.
Pretend they're working at Sheen and exploit them for everything. Let's say hi to caller 20 right now, which puts us on the 323, and we say hi to Maddie in Los Angeles, California. Good morning, Maddie.
Oh my gosh, hi, good morning.
You are caller 20.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Really?
Let it sink in. Yep. Soak it in.
Oh my gosh, I'm shaking right now.
Go ahead, go through the emotions. People talk about the different stages of death, the grieving and the anger and all that, but
Bartering.
There's also 5 stages of winning on the radio. Disbelief.
Oh my gosh, well, I'm hoping that this stage is excitement full and full.
Shaking. Excitement. Then regret that you wasted so much time listening to the show.
And finally, acceptance.
Acceptance, because the tickets are yours. So enjoy My Chem. You'll be there, okay?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I wish I could give you guys a hug right now.
We're sitting here on Wilshire Boulevard, mid Miracle Mile.
Please come and give us a hug.
Give us a hug now, or
right.
you can join us on Friday at our final Friday fiesta. Details on our social media, Klein Alley Show, and give us a hug in person.
Look.
Klein Alley Show. About to give the ultimate award we can give, and that is the Employee of the Month honor. We've never received them here, although Vanessa technically is a grid employee. She won her own parking spot, which I purchased off of her for a turkey sandwich and $100.
And that's a real Employee of the Month.
That is the real move. I get
I
get to look every day at that plaque that congratulates me on my accomplishments, and I know that I bought those accomplishments for $100 and a turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
Hopefully you use that money well. What'd you buy with that money, Vanessa?
A hat, and then I don't know what the
like a sandwich. I don't know what
You
else
bought
I
another
got.
sandwich? That was already...
Wow, that's so many. Now you're the sandwich
I
lady.
honestly don't know what I got, but the main thing that I got was the hat.
Great.
She got a hat, and then, the
Another
rest of it
stuff.
just kind of sits there in your
It
account,
just-
and then you're like, I don't know,
Yeah, it's just
bought
there.
groceries or something.
Well, listen, it was a great deal for me. I love that spot, and every day I pull up, I get the feeling as if I was awarded Employee of the Month. But we look for people doing things out there in the real world that we believe are worthy. And now we only have a few days left of the month of September, so we decided it's about time to give another nominee for an Employee of the Month.
Employee of the month. You are the best. Put everybody to the test, but you beat the rest. Employee of the month. How do you do it? How do you become the employee of the month?
They always talk about how teachers overworked, underpaid. Can't agree with that more, and I think it's about time that we give an Employee of the Month award to a teacher who made the news.
32-year-old Alexander Lewis is charged with disturbing schools and malicious injury to property. Deputies say Lewis, a teaching assistant at West Florence High School, used a spray he bought online to mimic the smell of feces.
So he bought fart spray.
Don't know why this exists, but
Well, it's for pranking purposes mostly.
Is that it?
It's a great revenge tool, but usually you wouldn't think that unless the guy needed an extra day off because he didn't get sometimes it's hard. Teachers having to realize that school's back in session, and he's like, we got to create something so foul that they shut down school again, and he decided to go with the fart spray. I mean, Omar,
I feel
they
like
got,
a couple more weeks that would have created itself.
they got a million different styles. You're right, absolutely. That's one of those things you just play the long play. The classrooms will smell like farts soon enough.
Totally.
But he didn't want to wait that long. And as you know, there's a million different types. Al, you wouldn't know this because you're a woman, and I'm pretty sure this product has only been purchased by guys in the history of this product. But there's a million different types of fart spray, ass spray.
Stink bombs was my choice of...
stink bombs are great.
Yeah.
You're the ones in little glass vials that you
Exactly,
chuck?
yep.
They don't
I would
even-
just place it under the desk and then just crush it, and then boom, you get out of class.
Yeah, and the smell used to be, I mean, it was terrible smell,
yeah.
but it was rotten eggs times 1,000 was kind of the smell. Now they've evolved that to make it like more specific, and I think smell far worse.
How do you know all of that? You know about the evolving fart sprays that have come out over the years?
It's probably the greatest. Yeah, you think there's like a new iPhone once a year? There's a new fart spray probably 4 or 5 times a
And
year.
you know about all of them?
I get alerts. Yeah. And then
I have never even heard of this.
You never dropped a stink bomb?
No.
They got a couple types. They got the old glass vial ones, but I think they moved away from those. Now they have those exploding pack ones that you kind of like, you smash them together, and then something mixes with something else, and then the pouch actually explodes, and a terrible smell comes out of it.
And what group of guys created this in the first place?
Geniuses.
We're going to create the stinkiest, most disgusting smell ever.
This teacher felt the need to purchase the feces spray and brought it to school.
Investigators believe he sprayed it multiple times between August 25th and September 19th.
That's so many
sprays.
days.
You're just waiting for someone to notice?
You got one of those like Costco packs.
And by the way,
It's
if
a lot of
he's
fart spray.
the guy that's always around the spray, everyone's just going to assume it's him.
Yeah, I know. What is the benefit? He's just doing it himself.
This is why he has become our Employee of the Month, because he went above and beyond his job duty.
Disrupting classes, triggering health issues, and costing the district nearly $55,000 in inspections and air conditioning damages. For weeks, students and staff reported headaches, nausea, and dizziness from what they described as a strong gas-like smell.
Man, this woman sounds like she's had too much of it.
Yeah,
she's barely
dude, it's
hanging
going
on.
to her head too.
My son has been, his asthma has been triggered multiple times.
Now,
That's called asthma now.
Oh, funny.
You can go ahead and have that, Joe.
That's a spray, I bet.
Now, officials believe the mystery odor was intentional and say Lewis was behind it. In Florence, Alexis Cooper, ABC 15 News.
All right, congratulations.
Of the month. You are
a nominee for Employee of the month of September.
beat the rest.
I'd just still love to know his motivations. He just wanted to see the kids have asthma and have to go to the doctor a lot, and he's like, ha!
I think when everyone sees a disgusting smell, and it's the same way that people get proud sometimes of their own fart when they see other people disgusted and they know that they're the guilty party, but
he's getting that.
He's getting
with
the
a spray that he's
satisfaction with a spray,
manufacturing?
which is a stolen valor, really. He should have done that himself. We got to take a break. When we get back, Petty Claims Court. We got some, I think, roommates that are battling over something so petty that no court on the planet would see them except for us. You will become a jury of their peers in moments. You have mandatory jury duty. If you need an excuse to not go into work today, jury duty begins next on KROQ.
KROQ.
Calling all ghosts, ghouls, zombies.
Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 and win your way in to see My Chemical Romance at the Hollywood Bowl.
My Chemical Romance and KROQ. Yeah.
Celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Black Parade. October 21st, 23rd, and 24th, 2026. Courtesy of Live Nation.
Win tickets all this week. Nothing poignant to say, just holy.
Keep it on KROQ to win.
The world famous KROQ.
Injured in a car accident? Vanessa thinks that some of these are real chicken and some of these are vegan, but between you and I, the listeners, they're all vegan. There's not one real chicken in the group.
There's no chicken.
No chicken. So we'll see if she's, but she's convinced that one of them, at least one of them is. So try chicken wing number 1 and let us know if this one is chicken or if this is vegan. She's going still on number 1 now. She's really digging
really
those.
Going ham on just the first
those teeth. I mean, she's really taking it down.
You got 3 more.
It tastes like tofu.
Is it good at all?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not satiating your chicken craving.
No.
Second wing.
It feels the same. Am
Right.
I getting tricked? If I'm getting tricked, tell me right now.
She's going in for number 2 now. It's funny. She does go in. Are those your fake teeth? The first or no?
The first 2.
Klein,
What?
defend me in my teeth.
Excuse me. What?
What?
Vegan.
She's saying vegan as well for number 2. She's now going into number 3. Possible chicken wing number 3. Now that one looked different on the coming off the bone.
Vegan! There's no real chicken in here. I'm out.
All right. Whenever you're ready. This is number 4.
This feels the same. I'm a fire.
Okay.
I'm a fire.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Vegan.
Okay. All right. So no chicken.
So this is over, right?
Yeah.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ.
I go outside and discover that the giant plate of asparagus that I had made was still sitting there on the open grill. And it had been sitting out all night. So Katie brings it in, sets it on the counter. I'm making breakfast, and while I'm eating breakfast, I managed to eat the entire thing of asparagus.
Wait a minute.
Dude, what are you doing?
Well, Katie was like, I can't believe you're eating that. Rats could have crapped on it.
She's
I was like,
right.
I don't see any rat crap.
Rats, birds, it's chaos right now. It's the
You
Wild
can
West
see
out
rat
there.
droppings.
You could see rat droppings, but they may have gone on and nibbled on a little bit and moved on and realized it's crap asparagus and moved on.
In my world, it was just simmering all night, getting more and more flavorful, waiting for me to eat it.
God, you're rotten. A monster. Blech.
Hey, yo, Netbangers, you got about 5 seconds to turn that volume all the way up. This one, it's for the fans. Hey, shout out to Ghost here for doing the most. Let's toast this West Coast radio morning show. I don't know if I chose this life or if it chose me. Either way, we going live with Klein and Alley. Yeah, we all down to kick it. If you're feeling lost with your life, well, you found your ticket. We in the chat feeling the vibe, ain't no sound of crickets. Don't even think of blinking twice, cause you're bound to miss it. This is the chance, say it with pride. We are the Netbangers. Netbangers, Netbangers, ha, ha, Netbangers, 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 ah, ah, Netbangers, 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 ah, ah, Netbangers, Netbangers, Netbangers.
I'm a young MB on the MIC. Sorry, onion queen, I'm the only 10 I see. Just started to grade, I'm smarter than Johnny. And there's no need to hate Klein, I love my daddy. Shout out to best friend, me and Vanessa in the school, you're volleyballing again. We're 47 inches tall, that's why they call us twins. Don't trip, I don't know what is a succulent. What is a succulent?
Don't make me spaz out with rock pants on. I bet you eat the pizza with bacon on top. What up, Doc? That's Greek Karina with Erica Glide. Sky high and fly touche. Go visit Lewis and Forever out in the Bay. And this just in, the sheriff's 2.0 over the top. From calling the cops and the comments we drop. Get that monkey off of my back, make the pantyhose stop. Or else we're gonna bust the BB on the freaks and we'll get you all blocked.
show.
And this is where you get to help us out by being a jury of peers of two people we're going to meet in a moment that are dealing with something super petty. It's time. Oh, hold on. Here's the gavel. It's time for Petty Claims Court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is Petty Claims Court.
All right, let's get into it now. We're going to hear some people that are dealing with something that seems small and petty, but they need your opinion. And eventually, when we open this up to votes, the first 100 on the text line will determine who wins and who loses. And relationships have gotten stronger as a result of Petty Claims Court, and a lot of relationships have really not survived.
Yeah, but, wouldn't you rather just know instead of wasting your time? We speed it along.
We've got Susan right now. These are, I believe, roommates. I don't think they're romantically connected. Let me just find out. Susan, are you bringing your roommate to trial today?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Sweet Dibs, how long have you been living with this person?
We've been living together for almost a year now.
Oh, so it's a new roommate relationship. Were you friends first, or did you meet through Craigslist? Or you were friends?
We've been friends since we were getting into trouble when we were teenagers.
Okay, but this is the first time you've lived together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friends can be horrible roommates.
Sometimes the worst.
Sometimes, but then there's somebody who's a friend and a good roommate, that bumps them up on the list of importance.
And out of curiosity, what's the situation? You guys in a house, an apartment, condo?
We live in a 2-bedroom house.
So you each have your own bedroom?
Yeah.
Do you each have your own bathroom?
No.
So you share a bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chore wheel, how do you break that up?
Well, I don't do bathrooms, so she does a bathroom. I do the dishes mostly, and then everything else we just kind of clean when it's dirty.
Got it. Okay. What is the reason you brought your roommate? Her name is, hold on, she's on the phone right now. I want to see if she knows why she's being brought here. Hey, Diana, do you have any reason to think why Susan has brought you to Petty Claims Court?
She doesn't really complain about much, just one particular thing, but I don't think that's a big enough issue to take me to any kind of court.
What does she complain about? What is the issue you think?
That I eat her little frozen little nuggets of ice cream that she lets rot in the freezer.
Oh.
Now, Susan, is that why you've brought her to Petty Claims Court?
Yes, it's my ice cream.
Okay, well, hold on. Now we've got this is interesting now, because now we have one roommate who's upset at another roommate for eating their ice cream. And as you know, Al, you don't get in the way of another woman's ice cream.
No, you don't, Klein. Don't come between my men, Ben and Jerry.
That's right. That's what Allie always says.
For the most part, she is an absolutely amazing...
Hold on. They're yelling at each other. Hold on one second.
For the most part, she's an amazing roommate, and she has always been there for me. And, it's just that ice cream, I enjoy it very much.
Who buys the ice cream?
I do.
And then
it's barely ice cream.
What are you saying? What do you think you're eating, Diana?
It's like these it's like the scrapings at the bottom. She'll have like 4 cartons of random ice cream that she's letting decay in the back of the freezer. I'm doing her a service. It's all frostbitten and little barely spoonfuls here and there. And it's a habitual thing.
Maybe she's saving that for like a breakup or one of those rom-coms or something.
I don't know, because she just goes and buys more.
Yeah, but
hold on. All right, this is an interesting theory then. What she's saying, what Diana is saying, and I guess you can disagree with this, Susan. She claims she will not even attempt to go into your little ice cream leave-ins until you've already purchased a new one, a replacement for you, and then she accepts the fact that the other ones are now leftovers.
She has called them my ice cream bones. She said she eats the skin and bones that I look behind of my ice cream.
And why does that bother you, though?
Like, an ice cream archaeologist in here.
Were you going to eat the bones, Susan, eventually, or no?
Sometimes I'm thinking like, I have like chocolate chip ice cream at home, and I'll get home and I'll just want like 2 bites, and there is no chocolate chip ice cream.
It is. I do find funny, Susan, that you do what a lot of women do, which is I didn't eat it as much if I don't finish it.
Right. Didn't finish it.
I didn't finish it because that's sad.
Right. So you got to leave a little thin layer at the bottom.
Exactly. To say that you didn't eat it.
It's not even a thin layer. It's like little droppings. It's like if a pigeon walked by and left a mess in ice cream.
Well, and if it's a big carton, it is taking up freezer space, right? And Klein, I think you could relate to the fact that Diana is doing a service by cleaning out the fridge.
Well,
this is her way of making space.
Buy more if I didn't empty the old carton she leaves in there.
562 makes the best point on the text line right now. Have them wrestle in oil. I think we can agree that's a great solution. Listen, hold on.
I have a little grievance of my own.
Oh, boy.
She could change a toilet paper roll every now and then.
Oh, damn.
We're going to stay on object to that because we're staying
Inadmissible.
on the topic at hand right now, which is something that a lot of roommates are fired up about. A roommate eating another roommate's leftovers in whatever way, shape, or form that happens is truly unacceptable because as much as you may think, oh, those have been here a while, those are now trash, I might as well eat them. The person, that may be the thing running through. When I have something, when I know that I've got like a part of a Chipotle burrito bowl in my fridge, that thought of that, I know when it's there, is in my head.
Once I get past the sadness, I'm happy about it.
It gets in my head for days, and I know that's there. And finally I get to a point where like, when I get home, that's what I'm going to have. And when that's not there, it is a tragic feeling.
And is it gone because your wife ate it or just because she decided it was disgusting?
Sometimes it's been gone because it was eaten. Sometimes it's been gone because she said, this has been here for a while. It's trash. I'm like, well, it's not trash. It's 3 days old.
Yeah.
I still got another 3 days left.
Well, 818 wanted to know if they're so disgusting and rotting, why does Diana even eat them?
Yeah, Diana, a question about you and your own judgment. So you come across these shards of chocolate chips in the bottom of an ice cream tub covered in freezer burn, and you still choose to eat them. What's up with you?
Munchies are munchies, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're high usually?
Generally.
Okay. That's acceptable. I will accept
You're high?
that.
Generally, yes.
That's okay. I've eaten some
That's
disgusting...
usually why she doesn't go get her own ice cream, because she's a little lazy and she doesn't like going to the store because there's too many people there.
Because there's no room in the freezer because of all the coffin cartons.
Okay, just out of curiosity, what's the brand and flavor of ice cream?
I buy all different kinds, yeah.
No loyalty. You'll jump all over.
I mean, ice cream is delicious.
Is there a flavor that you know, because this solution came through on the text line a lot, and someone said, my wife used to do this to my ice cream. I found out she does not like mint chocolate chip, so now I only eat mint chocolate chip. The good news is it's always there.
Yeah.
Is there a flavor you know that Diana does not like, or perhaps she's allergic to peanuts or something?
No, she is non-discriminatory. She loves all ice cream.
Huh.
I also know a lot of people claim that even if they have an allergy, if they're high enough...
Yeah, they'll eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Peanut allergy? Great.
I'll deal with that problem later.
All right, well, listen, if you're just joining us, we're in the middle of a petty claims court battle. This is a decent one. A little juicy right now. You got two roommates. They were friends first. They've only lived together a year. And Susan has accused her roommate, Diana, of constantly being high and eating her ice cream. Diana claims, I'm only eating the bottom leftover reject parts of the ice cream that she didn't want because she already went out and refilled her stash. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, how much ice cream would you say is being consumed in your place on a weekly basis, guys? Are we talking like tens of gallons?
No, I usually buy like 2 pints in a week.
Okay.
All right.
That's healthy, that's probably a bowl a night.
Yeah, I just eat it straight from the container.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Alec, come on. All
Back
right.
to the weed.
10 seconds closing arguments, and then the jury will decide who's right and who's wrong. And a lot of people, this has really struck a nerve with many listeners that are dealing with something similar, variations of the same concept wherever they live, from everything from chips to snacks to leftover sandwiches to just drinks. I mean, people get mad all the time about I sometimes will put a half a drink in the fridge, think I'm going to drink it later. My roommate will come back and finish it.
Yeah, but then also, if it's there for a very long time, it's an eyesore in the fridge.
It's not an eyesore.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes my wife will leave stuff in there for days. I'm like, what are you doing with this? Make a choice.
The whole reason those things were designed was to keep things in there, especially ice cream. That should be in there for years, untouched, unscathed.
There should be a cycle, things filtering in and out at all times.
10 seconds closing arguments. Diana, you were brought to trial, so you get to speak last. We will let the accuser, Susan, talk first. 10 seconds to try to get the jury on your side. Susan, whenever you're ready, your time will begin.
I think I speak for a lot of people when I say what's mine is mine. And if it's being eaten by somebody else, especially when I know it should be there, it's definitely on my nerve, for sure.
You know, Jimmy Kimmel had his moment, but Susan had hers.
Susan had yours as well.
Tearing up.
Equally impactful, I believe. Diana, you have 10 seconds, the final 10 seconds, and then the jury will officially start voting at 800-520-1067 in the case of roommate versus roommate, leftover ice cream in the freezer. It is the pettiest of the petty claims courts. Go ahead, Diana.
I would leave all her stuff alone. I always leave her stuff alone, but this is things she has forgotten about, and I'm doing her a favor so she can make room for the new ice cream she keeps bringing in because she forgets about the old ice shards she leaves.
10 seconds. is done. Well used. If you want to vote, now's the time. We come back with the verdict next on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show, about to get to the exciting conclusion of this petty claims court. I know what you're thinking. What's exciting about a roommate eating another roommate's ice cream? Well, listen, if you've ever been the person that's had your food eaten by a roommate, you understand how truly devastating it can be, especially when that was your plan, when that was your thought. Maybe you passed by other opportunities to eat that day because you're like, I got this leftover I'm coming home to. I got this pint of ice cream. And meanwhile, Susan claims that Diana, her roommate of 1 year, has been eating all of her ice cream leave-ins in the freezer.
Yeah, and 562 votes for Diana because you can't blame a high eater. They cannot be held accountable for the choices that they make when they're high. 310 said, I vote for Diana because she's doing Susan a favor by clearing out the fridge. Meanwhile, 949 said, if you didn't buy it, don't try it. 626, I vote for Susan because food boundaries are important and must be enforced at all times.
So there's been well over 100 votes. The first 100 are the ones we tabulate to decide who wins and who loses. Let's bring them both back on. Understand the verdict is final. Petty claims court. Diana, Susan, you came here. Sometimes the accuser leaves the loser. Allie, whenever you're ready to read the official verdict in the case of ice cream versus ice cream, roommate versus roommate.
Well, I did tabulate the votes, and there were healthy votes on either side for Susan and Diana. But Susan, you are the victor in this round of petty claims court. You have won because at the end of the day, if you are expecting ice cream when you get home only to have no ice cream when you open that freezer, that's a terrible, terrible feeling that none of us want for you.
Punishment is we will be placing some ice cream in your freezer that we spray with that fart spray we heard about earlier this hour on the show. And Diana, when you get the wrong one, you will pay the price, the ultimate price. Okay? So that's your official warning. Thank you. And hopefully this made your relationship stronger, although sometimes that just doesn't happen around here. We've accepted, Allie. It goes both ways. Susan, congrats. You win.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for all the voters.
Munch on.
Yeah, munch on. Send her some ice creams. That's what she needs, ice creams. I really want to squeeze in this game before we go to break. It's going to be tight, but if you want to play this game, is it Vanessa or Allie's child? Now would be a good time to get on the phone. 800-520-1067. That is next. Alley Show. How would you like to be VIP this Friday as we celebrate our first final Friday fiesta? Goodbye September, hello October. We celebrate in style with tacos, tequila, and more at the Sconso. We'd love to get you in VIP style. It's open to the public. Love you to come and hang out with us. 11 a.m. this Friday, across the street from KROQ on Wilshire, in the right by the After Sag Plaza. But we should point out that right now you could earn some VIP status there, and that is with this game that we've done before to prove that Vanessa probably actually is a child. She was asked the exact same questions as Allie's 3-year-old, and you will have a very difficult time figuring out which answers came from a child and which answers came from Allie's child.
Not even a child, a toddler.
A toddler versus someone who claims
borderline baby.
Someone who claims they're in their 30s. But I can't.
I am.
Well, that's what you say, but the game will determine.
When we asked them how old they were and they said this many, who were we talking
They
about?
both held up fingers, but Vanessa does a lot more fingers, which, Allie's a fan of. Let me say hi to Monica to play the game right now and win some VIP status if you get 2 out of 3 right. Monica, you ready to go?
Yeah, woo!
All right, good morning.
Right.
Here we go. Listen
Good morning,
closely.
CJ.
Listen closely. I hope you do well. This is the game. It's very simple. This is the first question Allie asked to both her child and to Vanessa.
What do you tell somebody who is sad? How do you make them feel better?
Okay, what do you tell someone that is sad? How do you make them feel better? Now, one of the people said the following. Say sorry and tell them, do you need an ice pack? And tell them, do you need a Band-Aid? And they will say, no, I'm fine. And the other person said, to make someone sad feel better, do you want to get maybe ice cream? Because ice cream makes everyone feel better, and go on a walk. One of those statements was made by a toddler, and one of those statements was made by, quote, an adult. So if you can figure out which one do you think was said by Allie's kid, and which one do you think was said by Vanessa, our kid producer?
Okay, that is pretty hard.
Yeah.
I would say maybe Wesley said, go get ice cream and a walk.
All right, that's a good
maybe
guess.
That's what they do.
All right, Allie, she's locked in on your son, said go get ice cream and go on a walk. This is the answer.
To make someone sad feel better, I would be like, do you want to go get maybe ice cream? Because ice cream makes everyone feel better, and go on a walk.
That is from an adult. This is how Allie's... excuse me. No, Vanessa, you said that, and this is what Allie's child said.
Say sorry. I tell them, do you need an ice pack? And then I'll tell them, do you need a Band-Aid or an ice pack? Then they would say, no, I'm fine.
So we got 2 very different answers, and yes, she also was fooled thinking that you said that you're the child here. So
Come on. Ice cream makes everything feel better, as we heard in the last segment.
That's true.
all right, moving on to round number 2. Round 1 did not go well for you, Monica. You got to get these next 2 right. Come on.
You're on timeout.
The next question that Allie asked to both Vanessa and her child was the following.
What are some things you want at your birthday party?
Okay, now one of them said, presents, I want a balloon party and a balloon cake. And the other one said, what I want at my birthday party, all of my friends, music, but dancing, that's what I do.
So I'm going to say Vanessa said dancing.
Okay. Hope you're right, or else your game comes to an end. Once again, is it a child or is it our producer who we think is a child? It shouldn't be this difficult, yet it is. Here we go.
Presents, balloon party on a balloon cake. What I want on my birthday party is all of my friends, music, but mostly dancing. That's what I do.
All right, you got that one right. You're on the board. That's very exciting.
But mostly dancing. That's what I do.
Comes down to this final question. Allie asked the following. She says, what do you say to someone before you have a drink with them? And one of them said, cheers, and then was babbling and then said, that's it. And the other one said, I say cheers. Where is my white drink?
Oh.
I would say that Wesley said, where's my white drink?
All right. Wow. This would be for the win. VIP status to join us on Friday. It's like everyone else's status, except we throw in guacamole. And here we go. Let's find out if you're right and joining us Friday at the Sconso for the final Friday fiesta. Here we go. What do you do? What do you do or what do you say when you give someone a drink?
What do you say when we drink together?
say cheers. Where is my white drink? Then drop my water on the floor.
That is absolutely correct. Not to be confused with this answer.
Cheers. That's it.
That's it. With a babble in the middle. Once again, there's this.
Cheers. That's it.
There you go. All right, congratulations. We will see you on Friday. Hold on one second, Monica, and congratulations for being able to tell the difference between Allie's 3-year-old and our, quote, 33-year-old producer.
And they even said cheers in the same way.
They really did.
Cheers!
It was unbelievable. We'll be right back after this quick break. Your ADD News, a brand new hour of the show, and more next.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ. Klein, Alley Show.
Hopefully we can be a distraction for you, or if you need information, we can give you that as well. Thanks for joining us, and if you're new to the show, nice to meet you. I'm Klein. There's Allie right there. You got DJ Omar Khan, the audio sniper. Jake the Nerd back there. He is the assistant to the assistant of the audio sniper, and then in the back room, Vanessa. And you got your postmaster, Johnny, taking the calls. Yesterday, I saw a guy by the name of Surfer Jay who works here, who walks around wearing board shorts and no shoes. And he was doing what he normally does, which is rummaging through the garbage at KROQ, because he's one of these guys that feels very similar to the Native Americans used to, that nothing should be wasted. Everything can be reused or repurposed, and he doesn't like anything getting thrown out. He's a big surfer. He's a big fan of the environment. And if anyone is throwing anything out, he finds it in the trash and usually can figure out a way to use it again. And I saw him taking stuff out of the garbage and putting it on the community table outside of here, which is usually where all the food goes, community food,
old
or
CDs.
Old prizes they couldn't give away. Once no one wants them, once truly no one wants them, they'll put them out there on the community table, and then we're allowed to grab them, I guess.
Also, down the hall now, there's the news station, and all the good snacks are there, and all the reject leftover snacks make it over to our table.
Right, they get all the good stuff. Like, they're getting all the good flavor bagels, and then once all those get picked through, it'll be like a couple of those random whole wheat ones that are missing a top that will get brought over to our table. Yeah. Like the real bad ones.
Just the bottom.
It's like
bottom with raisins.
It's like bottom
Totally
bagels.
bottom
They get like fresh ones, and then whatever like little pieces are left over get like brought down here. It's kind of the trickle down system here in radio.
We are the bottom with raisins.
We're the half bagel with raisins, and the only thing to put on is like a scallion spread too. It's like the worst combination. Anyway, long and short of it is, I'm watching him unload this garbage can onto the table, and I'm seeing all this stuff that's going onto the table that I feel like Jake would like, because one of the things they put on the table was a octopus inside, like a paperweight with a dead octopus inside of it. And I understand why someone would throw that out.
I understand why KNX would not want that stuff.
Right. So, but I did say, I should see if Jake wants that, because that's the kind of weird stuff Jake collects. So I go to Jake and I say, hey, someone's throwing out this octopus paperweight. And I go, you want it? He goes, that's mine. I go, what do you mean that's yours? It was just in the trash. He goes, no, it's not. It's in a box of my stuff.
Right, and everything was put in boxes because they had to change out the carpet in our office, so everybody had to box up their stuff over break.
And I say, Jake, he thinks I'm doing a bit with him or something, where I'm like, Jake, I'm telling you, it's in the. I'm watching it being taken out of a trash can right now. If that's yours, it's in the trash. And he goes, no, it's in my box. So then we go to the office where he, quote, left his box of treasures, and it's a lot of stuff like that. I mean, Jake's treasures, as you know, are basically paperweights with dead animals inside of them.
Yes, and he has a lot of clutter in his
mostly
little nerd hole and in his Jake Shack, I would imagine. But all the boxes in our entire work office were nothing compared to all the boxes Jake had for just his weird stuff.
Just his, like, tchotchkes. It's like, it's all stuff. It's all stuff. It's all stuff that if you were walking around any sort of a flea market or garage sale, it's the table you would skip without even thinking twice.
Shark tooth necklaces.
It's like everyone, if you were to take whatever your weirdest junk drawer is in your house and pour it on a folding table, those are Jake's treasures, right? So he's trying to figure out why his box of treasures made it into the garbage. And we cracked the mystery pretty quickly when we go to Postmaster Johnny. And Johnny claims, and I don't know what his reasoning for this was.
Maybe we can.
But Johnny, you claim that you took Jake's box of stuff
Well, calling it a box of stuff is kind of like far-fetched. It was more like a box of crap with like 4 markers and his little like bug thingy. Because you guys, somebody left it on my desk. Whenever anybody has anything they don't want or they're just walking by the office, they always leave crap on my desk. And somehow Jake's box of crap made it on my desk.
I think people put things on your desk to distribute to the morning show.
No, not
like
even that.
yours
You
is the
guys
first
leave it
desk
there.
you see when you walk in. So if someone's going to drop something off for us, they would put it on your desk.
Yeah, your desk is like someone doesn't really want to put in the effort to figure out which one of us it belongs to, so they just put it on the desk by the door and then assume that, we all talk to each other.
They assume that the person isn't going to be like, "What's this?"
So you had this. So you had
Trash.
Jake's box of stuff on your desk, and then where did you put the box of stuff?
I actually just put it on top of the trash can because I was like, let me just put it right here for a moment. Like, let me just get something else.
Put it right here for a moment?
Top of the trash can?
Because the trash can was full. It was filled to the brim, and I just said, like, oh, this must be trash, maybe. Let me just put it here for right now, and if it's somebody...
maybe?
Because I thought, like, if it's by the table of free stuff, like, somebody might look over here and be like, oh, more free stuff.
You didn't want
Put it in the trash.
You didn't want...
I put it on top of the trash, not in the trash.
That's the same.
No, on top is different than in.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because it was outside of the brim of like the flat level of the trash can. It was like cardboard box poking out, and then
It's like a touchdown if you cross the plane of the goal line. If you're if you're anywhere over the circumference of the trash can, it's trash. It doesn't matter if it's on top.
You said yourself the trash can was full, so I would assume somebody who would put things on top of the trash can, they're doing so because they can't fit it into the regular trash.
Johnny, this is a serious question. I'm not trying to... You in your mind, you thought you were resting it on top of the trash can because you were afraid if you put it on the community table, someone would take it. So to keep someone from taking Jake's stuff, you decided to rest it on top of the trash can?
Yeah, because I was doing something else. I was like multitasking, and I was getting water or like warming up my
You
food
were
or
not
something.
multitasking.
You can't even single
No
task.
way.
I forgot it, and I left it there, and I was like, oh, yeah, his stuff. And then I left it on top of the trash. Because I was like, hold on, let me place it here and go fill up my hydro flask really quick.
So Jake got real upset because he thought that Johnny, thought all of his treasures were garbage, and Johnny's claiming that he did not throw it out as a spiteful move to Jake.
No, but he is also saying that it was pretty much trash.
Yeah, but in your estimation, that box you did think was trash.
There was like 4 Sharpies and like his like little jelly like bug thingy, and then like a little doll or something, and I was like, huh. That looks like
trash. You think it's trash?
It is trash, man. What you doing playing with little dolls, bro? You play with 7, bro.
They're fun to look at.
I guess, yeah. But the Sharpies were cool.
Wait, but Johnny, you didn't think
Sharpies were
Johnny, you didn't
took about 2 Sharpies too. He had a black one and a blue one.
Johnny,
You took the stuff and then you threw my other stuff away.
Johnny,
Actually, sorry, I borrowed your Sharpie. I still have them on my desk.
Johnny, you didn't look at that box immediately and say this is probably Jake's stuff. You just thought this is someone put a box of weird trash on your desk, so you moved it to the trash can.
I thought it was his reject stuff because he started going through boxes the day before.
So you thought that this had already been combed through, and that this is where Jake finally drew the line.
Yes, sir.
I feel like you're making up this excuse as you go along.
So, Jake, are you happy to have your dolly back?
I don't know what doll he's talking about. I'm glad to have my paperweight with my... It's a jellyfish, not an octopus, by the way. But I'm happy to have that back.
Whatever, dude. I mean, the fact you're defending it is... to be honest, I thought we'd all SO all over Johnny for throwing out your stuff. Now I feel like I'm on Johnny's side here. It feels like the more you talk about it...
We should just throw it away.
The more I'm convinced this was trash.
It's not trash at all.
This is stuff
you were going through your stuff, and that was left over in the box.
It was the final box that I needed to go through, but because I had a bunch of stuff to put in the nerd hole, so I'm almost done.
There's all these lists that are circulating now about things that should be donated and things that should not be donated to the victims of the wildfires, and I feel like everything in Jake's box is on the list of things to do not donate.
I think everything Jake owns.
Right, it's all like stuff that people are attempting to like declutter. So like, I'll just take my box of unwanted paperweights and bring them over. They'll help someone, and they're saying, please stop bringing us crap that is not going to help people rebuild their lives.
But even Jake wouldn't donate it.
No, of course not. No, he loves it.
There's a couple rocks I could donate.
Okay, thank you. It's the one thing we don't need.
Rocks.
We don't need that. So, according to Johnny, be careful because anything that he puts near the trash or on top of the trash could be taken away.
That's not a defense. Putting something on top of the trash is the same as putting it in the trash.
That's 2 different things. 2 different things. Putting it on top is very different.
ADD News and a brand new hour of the show can officially begin here at KROQ.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, Jimmy has spoken. Jimmy Kimmel's show was back on the air last night. I would say it was 0% apology, 10% clarification, 10 to 15% crying, and the rest was spent exercising his right to free speech by mercilessly bashing the FCC and Donald Trump. He talked about how this show is not important, but what is important is our ability to speak freely. He gave shout-outs to anyone who hates him but disagreed with the decision to pull the show. He even thanked Ted Cruz, so there's a lot to break down here. Wanted to start by just saying, how uncomfortable is super long applause?
Oh, man. Weird.
Never felt it.
Well, I know that we have not felt that.
Yeah.
But even witnessing it on television, and this was cut down.
Al, you know what's more uncomfortable than long applause is us walking into a room and getting no applause.
No applause is bad, but I'm used to it at least.
Yeah,
is bad,
especially when you try to like do that thing.
Yeah.
But especially when you try to like do that thing where you ham up the crowd and they just still aren't clapping.
They have nothing left to give us.
Yeah.
Just one errand. Woo!
A lot of times when we go on stage to introduce a band, people are excited because they think the band's coming out. They see movement. So we walk out and there's applause. And then Allie was like, "Hi, we're Klein Alley Show." And you hear like,
yeah. Well, it's because it's exactly what you said. People look at us like we're someone and then realize we're not someone. So they're about to cheer and then abandon. They're like, well, I don't want to waste the applause on you. But this was last night.
And now, Jimmy Kimmel.
"Hey, the libtards got a win." Shut up, shut up, Klein. Just shut up. Stop saying that.
That went on apparently for 7 minutes. Obviously, what they put out on the show was not 7 minutes long. But
Censorship,
it was very, very, very long, and I don't know what I would do in that situation. But he also mentioned the people who have reached out to him in the last 6 days, including people that were ready to give him job offers. Late night hosts in other countries.
I heard from late night hosts in other countries, from Ireland and from Germany. The guy in Germany offered me a job. Can you imagine? This country has become so authoritarian. The Germans are like, "Come here, come loose."
Did he mention that we offered him a job back here as Jimmy the Sports Guy?
You know, he didn't mention that. Oh. He did mention radio, but I'll get to that at another point.
Oh, great.
Just wanted to play, without any editing, what he said about his comments and the comments that specifically got him pulled off the air. This is what he said.
I want to thank the people who don't support my show and what I believe, but support my right to share those beliefs anyway. I've been hearing a lot about what I need to say and do tonight, and the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it. I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way.
So, I mean,
I get why you're upset. It's a nice way of not apologizing.
Exactly.
Explaining.
He was very calculated with the words that he used, because he didn't ever want to say apologize or apology, but he also did clarify and, I think doubled down on the fact that he would never support a murderer or make fun of a murderer. And what do you think the over-under is on how many cries Jimmy was going to have in that opening monologue?
Jimmy's a crier, and he's much more in touch with his emotions than fan, like I am for sure, and he has cried on that show.
You've cried a few times.
I cried one time on the show. One time my dog died, and that was only after Omar.
then when your girl sang that stupid song.
Yeah, that's my girl sang the song.
One small voice.
No, don't bring it up, Allie. You'll lose me. But then she quickly pivoted into penis pasta, and I wasn't crying anymore. I think Jimmy cried. I mean, I saw a lot of the monologue. I know he choked up during that part.
I counted a few. Yeah,
he's doing better at kind of choking through the tears and moving on. He used to do like full on cry breaks.
Yeah, he used to really break down. I think he is getting a little better at just kind of allowing himself to be vulnerable and pushing through.
I was watching The View. You know what I'm saying, Jimmy? Jeez.
That's next. But this is obviously a very heavy. What's this?
Oh no! Don't you do it, Omar? Don't you do? God damn it! You're gonna set me off, man. She's all old now. She's not a little 3-year-old anymore.
Oh, she just turned 6, right?
God,
she's getting older, man.
It's not such a small voice anymore.
Oh.
You need an applause break to gather yourself?
Yeah.
Could I have an applause break, please?
Yeah, sure.
Man.
Yeah, you want an applause break? I'll just give you Jimmy's.
Oh, thank you.
You feel better? But I mean, this is a very emotional moment for Jimmy. Obviously, this is a very heavy situation. He was getting death threats. So was his family. So obviously, the moment that you're going to take the stage and address all of this after 6 days of being the biggest news story in the country or even the world, that is going to have a lot of emotional, that takes an emotional toll on and off camera.
Yeah, Kevin Ryder was there yesterday in the audience. He'll be joining us a little bit later this morning to let us know what the vibe was like there. Did stuff get cut out of the broadcast version that we've all seen that happened there live? Maybe Jimmy came out and talked to the crowd even earlier. We will get to all that information coming up a little bit later from Kevin Ryder, who had hired Jimmy at one point to work here at KROQ, and then I don't believe ever fired him.
Yeah,
so
that's
there
true.
you go.
I just wanted to quickly mention in other news, now that you have tuned in again to Disney and ABC, Disney is ready to raise your prices.
Man, it seems like that's ill-timed.
What the hell? Really?
That seems like the most ill-timed announcement.
It's just terrible timing, but that's not stopping them.
I guess they go, everyone's mad. Let's just go ahead. While they're already mad, like now would be a time to just double down on the madness.
Well, when you think about if you cancel something, right? You've decided to uninstall, cancel, you're away from Disney Plus, and then you're like, okay, they brought him back, let me reinstall, let me resubscribe. Are you really looking at the price again? Or are you just kind of going through the motions?
Yeah, you don't want to read the fine print. So
you're not reading. You're just like, and you sign into your same account. You just redo it. But on October 21st, it's going to be going up. The ad-supported Disney Plus is going to go up $2. The Disney Plus Premium is going to go up $3, and the annual one is going to go from $159.99 to $189.99. And then they have like the bundles too. Those are going to go up $2 and $3. The only one that's staying the same is there's like a Disney Hulu bundle that's $20 a month, and that's the only one that's going to stay the same.
When I first signed up for Disney Plus, I think it was $6 for the first year.
Oh my God.
They had like some promotion when they were first trying to launch, and I was like, I'm going to lock in on this right now. And then it is quickly.
Well, that's how I live my life, Klein. The first 3 months free, first 3 months, $5, that's it.
Allie currently has 7,000 email addresses, just so she can keep up with being a first 3 month.
Keep making them, there's no limit.
Of the show right now on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning and welcome to sometime after 10 o'clock. It's a bonus hour Klein Alley Show. As some people pointing out, not a bonus hour anymore.
A bogus hour.
Just an hour. A bogus hour, as it's called by DJ Omar Khan. Coined the phrase. I'm Klein, that's Allie.
Morning.
That is Omar right there. You got Jake Z Nerd
What's that?
in the back room taking the calls. 800-520-1067. You got Vanessa and you got Postmaster Johnny. There's been a lot of talk today about Jimmy Kimmel, former KROQ employee Jimmy Kimmel. Some people met him and heard his voice for the very first time around these hours here on KROQ, and he talked a bit about his radio history last night during his emotional monologue. And as much as we got to enjoy and watch it on TV, and we look at that like a win for free speech and a win for democracy, our very own Kevin Ryder, the great Kevin Ryder, the Hall of Famer Kevin Ryder, the man who I believe at one point hired Jimmy Kimmel,
oh yeah,
was there in the audience at the show, and he is now on our phone. Kevin Ryder, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're good. Who cried more last night, you or Jimmy?
Me.
Really? You got that emotional?
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, it's hard for me to speak for other people in the audience, but I can speak for myself. I spent 30 years fighting the FCC, and to see it turn into what it's turned into and have the ability to take voices it doesn't like off the air is frightening. And I just felt like at that moment when Jimmy walked out, I was like, yes, actually, this looks like the United States again. And it was crazy. The crowd was going more crazy than if your team wins a Super Bowl or a World Series.
You know, it's interesting. I was thinking about from where you're sitting, right? You're in so many ways responsible for this, right? You were intricate in bringing Jimmy to Los Angeles and giving him a platform on your show. And to see him now become, not that he hasn't been famous for a while, but become probably the most famous face in the world the past few days, and then you get to go there for the taping of his return, which a lot of people didn't think would happen. How surreal is that for you?
It is.
The FCC's cutting
He's
you off.
crying again.
Hold on. Your phone cut out.
Sorry, you cut out. What was that, Kevin?
The government's trying to shut you up, Kevin.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we got you.
Because, Clyde, remember when we were on the phone, you wanted the FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, thrown in jail. Yeah. And I thought that was a little extreme.
I said it. I did say it off the air, but on the phone. Yep. Wish you hadn't repeated it, but yes.
It was so gratifying to see Jimmy, because I know a lot of people who don't know him personally, but he's such just a dude. He's just a guy. And so to see him be the focal point of this entire thing is wild. It's crazy. And I went up afterwards to tell him I was proud of him, and I had tears in my eyes, and he was looking at me like I was crazy.
Because he doesn't get the scope of everything?
I mean, I feel like he gets his side of the scope. Yeah, I mean, he's been right in the eye of the storm, and he's been off for a week, and I said, at some point I want to hear about that week, because just the idea that he was taken off the air by the administration is a really scary thing. It's sort of the only thing that separates us from being Russia or North Korea or China, is that we can speak out against something that we don't like, as well as the other side being able to speak out about
now.
One of the greatest things about America.
Totally agreed. Now, when it comes to being an audience member for this taping, we talked about how there was a 7-minute clapping standing ovation. How exhausting is that as an audience member? I mean, regardless of why you're there, it's an emotional moment. I can't imagine putting my hands together that many times for that long. You must be tired.
It was. I must be tired.
You're the real hero here. You're the
real hero. So much clapping.
Let's remember who the hero is. It's Kevin Ryder for clapping for 7 minutes.
Thank you. I did. I worked up to it. I had to practice for about a month to get in shape. No, it was, and the guy on the side that was in charge of the audience was like waving everybody. All right, sit down. And there was no way we were gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, because usually they're like, keep it going. So there was someone over to the side saying, just sit down already?
Don Barris probably saying everyone.
Enough. We have a TV show to do. And I was like, nope.
Yeah. The people in a bunch of country cities aren't going to get to see this right now, all this clapping, because this show's still not on, believe it or not, in 25% of the places it could be on in. And out of curiosity, did anything that happened live not make it? I think that's what a lot of the people want to know. Was there
any censorship
that happened there that you saw, other than obviously them having to cut the applause break down a little bit? But were there things that happened there? Was there a speech before Jimmy came out for the first time and we all saw that? Did he come out and address the audience at all?
Normal.
No, he's cutting out now. He's driving. You're not driving here. It's too early.
But think about the question we're asking, Klein.
Yeah,
what was cut out?
What was cut out?
And now it's garbled.
It's amazing. It really does feel like we're being censored during this
call.
Wow. Start that again, Ryder. Oh man, he's doing it.
God.
Right to jail, Carr. Right to jail.
That's right. He said it.
I'm saying it again. Right to jail.
Third time's a charm.
He'll answer that question this afternoon on KROQ when he's right here in studio, starting at 2:00. Kevin Ryder, thanks for spending some time with us, dude. Appreciate it always.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
And thank you on behalf of the American people for bringing Jimmy Kimmel into our lives. We need him. Hi, Connie, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, that dude belongs in jail.
Which dude are we talking about? Kevin Ryder or
Carr?
Oh, Carr.
Definitely that Carr guy. Yeah, they didn't show Jimmy Kimmel. They're not showing it out here in Arkansas.
You're listening to the show in Arkansas?
Yes, I'm a Californian.
They just got radio
Born
there,
and
Allie. It's a big
raised, and I
deal.
made a
Oh my God!
Yeah, so you don't
It's
even,
K-Rock.
all right. Well, Allie's going to do his because you didn't get the show. Allie's going to perform Jimmy's entire monologue right now from the beginning. So we will start with the applause, and then Allie, you can pick up where Jimmy picked up.
All right, that's enough. As I was saying before I was interrupted.
There you go. Spot on. Wow, thank you, Connie, for turning to us to get all of your California desires that you can't get there in Arkansas. And I'm sorry you don't get the show. It's you are experiencing censorship in its truest form. We got to take a break because we were told to.
And we do as we're told.
And more importantly, we've got to pay for stuff around here. So we'll be right back with more show next.
Calling all ghosts, ghouls, zombies.
Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 and win your way in to see My Chemical Romance at the Hollywood Bowl.
My Chemical Romance and KROQ.
Yeah. Celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Black Parade. October 21st, 23rd, and 24th, 2026. Courtesy of Live Nation.
Win tickets all this week. Nothing poignant to say, just holy.
Keep it on KROQ to win.
The world famous KROQ.
Punk in the Park.
All right, I was given a bit of a proposition, or at least a situation that needed solving. Now, for my trip, we are all flying to Vegas, meeting there, staying in a hotel for a night, and then we're meeting in the lobby at 4 a.m. to take some kind of a bus to a train to a plane to the canyon.
Allie is doing some sort of a weird hiking survival week. Sounds like the kind of thing you would do to a kid that had a drug problem where you got to put him on a scared straight week to live in the wilderness.
It's a rafting trip through the Grand Canyon for a week. We're covering 288 miles. People say it's a dream, life-changing experience.
Right. And the only good part of the trip, from when you've explained this to me, is that you get to go to Vegas. And the whole thing, even this part is terrible. They don't go to a good, fun Vegas hotel. They go to one of those like off the strip, no casino hotels. And then they have to wake up at 2 a.m. or something like that and go on a bus to take them to the
Yeah, so I actually have to get up just as early as I normally do for work.
Like when Allie started explaining this trip to me, she goes, "It starts in Vegas." I go, "Wow, you got me. I'm already in. What a great trip."
I'm like, but I have to go to bed at 7.
Don't worry. We're at the Marriott, not on the Strip. And there's nothing fun to do at it. And we're
I heard the Venetian's closed.
Yeah. All right. So then
I also got an email from the hotel this morning and said, "We look forward to welcoming you to the exciting city of Las Vegas. We wanted to share that we are having a little work done."
Oh, the hotel is great.
We are in the midst of a transformation, including the new great room, restaurant, bar, and marketplace.
Hi, I'm the hotel. That sounds like a terrible situation.
The new great room.
Yeah, so you now...
So all of us are staying in this hotel, and when we booked the trip, most of us booked a room. Now, and everybody on the trip that I had known of were all women. So there was 5 of us, all women. Now, there's a straight guy, that has been added to the trip kind of last minute. Just a couple weeks ago, we learned that this other guy was able to come.
Is this like a woman's empowerment trip or something?
No. It just happened to be women in this friend circle that are going.
Right.
Now, this guy has a wife and a child, young child, but he's going by himself. Now, he went to go reserve a hotel room, and there was nothing available. The hotel was sold out. So now the question
Vegas.
is...
There's a billion hotels there.
Yeah, but he wants to stay in the hotel where we all have to meet in the lobby at 4 a.m. To stay at another hotel is kind of inconvenient. But I did present that as an option. Why not stay in another hotel? Instead, the option that was presented was, hey, Brian needs a place to stay. Who's willing to have Brian in their room? And I was like, well, he should just get his own room, right? I mean, there are... Of the 5 women, 2 of them are gay.
2 of the women are gay.
Yeah, me and one other.
So you guys can share a room or can't share a room?
So I pitched, I'd probably be one of the best people to share a room because nothing's going to happen.
Oh, I got it. This is why it's interesting, because now you've got a married guy, and if you look at this on paper, it seems fishy. Guy spends night in Vegas hotel room with woman who's not wife. But if Allie, the unattractive lesbian, is the option, then all of a sudden it becomes a lot more palatable.
Excuse me, there's another unattractive lesbian he can pick from too. No, I don't know what she looks like, but I offered up my room because not only do I have a 2-queen bed situation.
You want him to split the cost.
Well, that's a possibility.
Right, of course. I know why, Allie. Let's be honest.
It's only one night. If I get control of the TV and I get to control the bedtime, then I'm willing to let him stay in my room.
What's the bed situation? 2 beds or 1?
I just said 2 queens.
2 queens.
I have 2 queens. But then one of the other people on the trip offered to have him bunk up with her. And she is straight and single. And they've known each other for a long time as friends. But they all kind of know each other, including the wife. And I'm wondering why this is the situation that suddenly is happening, to the point where they said, hey, I'm going to share with Brian, but I only have a king. Can we swap rooms so that we can have the double queen room?
Oh, so interesting. So rather than stay with you in the room you have set, which is a room that already has 2 beds, and you're a gay lady and he's a straight man, and there's zero sexual
Easy
chemistry.
situation.
He's asking to avoid staying with you if you can swap over, take the king bedroom by yourself, and then he'll move into the room with 2 beds, but with the straight woman.
Straight single woman.
Straight
and
single
this
woman.
involves me calling the hotel and adding them to my reservation so that they can check into my hotel room and I can check into theirs.
Maybe they have a relationship that's full of trust, and the wife completely trusts him and has no problem with him staying in a room with another straight woman.
Yes, but think about if you had this situation, what would be okay?
Well, there's not one part of this situation that applies to my relationship. I wouldn't be staying at this hotel you're at. I wouldn't be going on this stupid rafting trip.
Okay,
but if
there was a situation where, well, Klein doesn't have a place to stay, here are the options.
Right.
Would your wife be okay with you staying with a single straight woman, regardless of how long you've been friends with that person, that nothing's happened?
I think that she would have an issue. I feel like it would definitely lead to
lots of conversations, right?
It would lead to at least a conversation. And would I be thrilled with her? I mean, let me think about this. Would I be thrilled with her staying? Because she used to travel a lot of times, and she, she's in fashion, so most of the guys are super gay, so it was never really a concern of mine. She was like, I'm going to stay with Chow or something. I was like, great, stay with Chow.
Yeah.
I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah, but you never know if there's a random situation where I've talked to plenty of gay guys that have hooked up with women on trips.
You have?
Yeah.
Well, then they're not gay guys.
Well, anything can happen, especially in a place like Vegas. You never know. Not to shake your trust, sorry.
But aren't you all loading up and ready to hit the river with your crap cans and your personal toilet? It's like there's nothing sexy about this. Nothing about
but the first night is. 949 said these 2 are planning to F for sure.
Well, maybe they are.
Why are they going through such effort to make sure that they're the ones staying with each other? Isn't that a bit of a red flag?
I would rather stay with someone that I have comfortability with than someone that I don't know at all. And I guess you're the stranger, and he's got a comfortability with this girl, even if she is straight and single, and even if he is married and straight. The wife, it's this guy's wife that I think should probably get the ultimate say.
Right, she should be the one to decide. And wouldn't she go with random lesbian stranger over longtime single straight friend?
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of guys, the concept of staying with a lesbian in theory sounds fun and hot. They haven't met you yet, but in theory, I'm saying, right?
Thank you so much. I am fun. No. All right, anything can happen with me. 323, I don't know what the answer is in this situation. All I know is that, Allie, you are a doormat.
Yeah, it does feel like whatever's happening here, you're being somehow cuckolded. Like you're still either they're cucking you for your room, or like you.
I obviously got the better room reservation.
Right, because you got the 2 beds, but why would you need 2 beds if it's just you?
One of them is for the suitcase.
Yeah, it seems unnecessary.
One of them is for food. One of them is for the random crap I want to throw on my bed, the dirty towels, all of it.
I'm very curious as to what is the right answer here.
I'm still 323. I'm trying to figure out why he is comfortable doing this in the first place. Why is he so fine staying with her?
Right. And why? And just out of curiosity, why would he want to go on this? This trip sounds like it's a big, like, rah-rah go women. I know, Allie, you don't think women count, but I do.
It's not a rah-rah go women trip.
It feels like it.
No, it's
feels
a Grand Canyon trip for all ages.
I don't want to outgross you, Allie, because I think you have proudly earned the throne and won the gross off here on the show, and you share with us a lot of stories about your hygiene and your sharing of towels and sharing of toothbrushes and all of the other eating on the toilet and all the other things you do that make you truly gross. And
Proceed.
Just want to point out that everything I said is a fact, and those were all things Allie's admitted to.
Well, those are stretch. Some of them are a stretch, but go ahead.
Think about all of the things you haven't admitted to. That's what's even crazier, right?
There's more.
I am entering the arena of gross.
Oh, you've been in the arena. You're just as gross as I am.
I'm actually grossed out by gross, so I try to avoid it at all times. I mean, I even do things like wash my hands when no one's looking.
I have seen you spill wing sauce on your pants and lick your pants.
Once again, not gross at all. Not gross.
Some people would say that's totally gross.
That's
slob level gross.
Hey, how do you lick your pants?
It's incredible flexibility, to be honest. If I drip the sauce on the knee area, I can get it up to my mouth and lick it. Somehow, I still can't service myself sexually, which doesn't make sense. But maybe if I was full of
90% there.
If I was full of wing
you got
sauce,
still sauce on there.
Yeah, maybe if I spill sauce on my D,
you'll have the motivation.
It'll be the greatest boneless bone wing ever. I found out, and I knew what I found out, but I wasn't sure because I didn't have an expert opinion. But I am now a sufferer of rats.
Hey, there you go.
I have rats.
They're like the herpes of the animal kingdom.
And,
we all got them.
And for a while now, I've seen what I thought was like out of the corner of my eye, something kind of moving, not inside the house, but outside, moving towards the house.
Does your dog like bark or startle?
So it started with this, where he would get all freaky by the door, bark, 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 and he'd let out. He would just run as fast as he's ever run, and then he would come back all angry and upset.
Yeah.
So these rats have clearly been taunting him from the outside. He's caught no rats because he's a dog, not a cat. Cats, I guess, are good at that. Dogs are not.
Yeah.
I have been out there a few times, and I've seen like you hear like a scurry, scurry, scurry. You look, and I think I saw something, but like
they're so fast.
They're very
and
quick.
It's dark, so you can't really tell.
But I get like the end of a tail, and I'm like, maybe that's a possum. I mean, I've had them all: skunk, possum. I've had everything. Children.
You really have, especially because you've had so many places
Every
that you've
place
lived in.
has a new situation.
Yeah, I think you had a whole raccoon family living under your house. Or was that a skunk family?
Well, I had the skunk family, and then when they put out the skunk traps, they ended up catching a possum family. I mean, a lot of families. I'm a family-friendly guy.
You're a family man.
Love the families. So I had a guy come out and do the once-over, and he was like a typical exterminator guy. Tough, not scared. He's got his poison pack on his back.
Do they explain all the vulnerabilities in your house? Because when they came to my place, they were like, they can get in there, they can get in there, they can get in there. We got to seal that off.
Said the house was terribly sealed off. I mean, terribly. He said anything could get in here. He said his example was, this hole is so big, a tiger could walk into your house. And I said, well, hold on. I'm not paying for that package. I just want to focus.
That is a risky family.
Just want to focus on the rats right now, sir.
Okay.
And as I'm showing him the area where I've seen, in my opinion, what I believe to be the rat activity, this is, by the way, middle of the day now. As I'm saying somewhere in this area, and he goes to move one of the outside trash cans away, and a giant rat runs across both of us, and I do the least manly thing I could do in that moment, other than jumping into his arm, where I go ah! like that, and then I do that whole thing where I kind of move my body, and the man is unfazed because obviously this is his life, and he looks at me and he goes, "Are you done?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can we continue?
I don't like them." He was in the middle of explaining, how they are and that they're trying to find places now because winter's coming and they're trying to find places to.
Dude, winter's coming. It's hot as hell out. Why do they get to decide?
They've seen the Halloween decorations go up.
They knew it was the first day of fall yesterday or the other day. That's insane.
They know. They got that the animalistic rhythm.
Wow.
So I see this thing run inside, and then the guy goes, "Wow, that was a big one." And I go, "Thank you, sir." And then
first time I ever heard that.
He says, "I need to get."
I can lick it if I get enough wings.
That was covered in wing sauce. I'd catch it right now with my tongue. So he says, "I got to go out to the truck and get bigger traps." These the traps I have would not stop this rat. It's too big.
Would they go glue trap or just regular trap?
He said this rat, in his opinion, the rat was so big it would just drag the glue trap around with it.
Whoa!
So And then I start trying to sound like an expert, and I'm like, well, maybe we don't know if it's a rat. It could be a possum. He's like, it's a rat. You have rats. And I said, yeah, but it's this one. I think I've been seeing the same one.
But they can see the crap and they can tell the crap.
Yeah, he didn't do any...
A crap analysis?
He didn't do a crap analysis. Remember, I had the one guy, this was a couple houses ago, came to my place.
This is my favorite story.
Collected a bag. This is a true story, and it blows my mind. We had a guy came to the place. Did he call in the air when we were on the air?
I don't know.
He came to my place, collected a bag of all of the crap he found, mouse crap, whatever, in a Ziploc bag. I never heard from the guy again.
He just came and took crap.
Took the bag of crap and left. Never called again. Never surfaced again.
I need this.
I don't even know what place he worked at.
I'll be on my way.
I don't even know if he's one of the guys we hired, which is the weirdest things. So now this guy's put down the giant traps. I mean, and these are big, like almost comical sized. Like they look funny, like clown-like.
Like Looney Tunes.
And he's put them around. And he said he's going to come back on Friday and see, what we've caught.
See you stuck in a trap.
And see me. He's going to help remove all these traps from my penis on Friday. But I said to the guy, I said, I'm pretty sure it's just a one rat.
Why would you think it's one rat? If you have one, you have a whole...
Yeah,
talk about family. They travel in big packs.
So he laughed at that assessment.
Of course.
And I said, I haven't really spent a lot of time looking at it, but I feel like it seems like it's the same one. It's the same general area.
I don't want to seem like Raddus, but yeah, I guess they all look the same.
And he said, no, it won't be one.
No.
He's like, I just
think there's one rogue rat that's just living great?
Well, I have a hoarder that lives next to me, and the hoarder's got the pile of garbage in the yard. So I'm pretty sure the rats
food source.
are making their way now out of the hoarding place.
Are they by your grill? Because they said that's the other hot spot. They love a grill that needs cleaning. Those little gristle bits.
Yeah.
And they pass those on to their family.
Yeah, that's all.
Good stuff.
That's all kind of in the same area.
Yeah.
The grill, the trash cans, my outside snack stash. Those are all kind of roughly in the same.
That's why that rat is so big.
He's a big. If we have an obesity problem in this country, it is definitely affecting the rat. So I just want you to know, Allie, you and I, rat bros.
Rat bros.
Rat bros.
Rat bros.
Jake, you have ants.
You got rats.
Yeah, don't jump in on rat bros.
Come on, we're the rat people.
We're rat bros. We are
you
rat
get rats
people.
and then we'll talk.
Yeah, rat people. Come back and help you live forever next on KROQ.
Penis vagina. Penis vagina. Penis butt, poop, pee, trala, poop, butt.
lot of things on the show, mostly tickets to stuff and access and cool experiences and flyaways and things you don't care about as much, like tiny towels and access to our party on Friday happening at the Sconso.
But people do care about those tiny towels, though.
They sure do. Actually, a couple of, I don't have time for it now, but a couple of interesting goat line calls. A guy brought the tiny towel to his pickup basketball game, and a bunch of big dudes had to clean the floor with it. And then afterwards, they all became obsessed with Vanessa. Apparently.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole message. Vanessa, I don't know if you got to hear this message on the goat line, but you have a bunch of pickup street basketball players that are obsessed with you because your tiny towel cleaned up their gym floor. Just letting you know.
As long as it was the gym floor, that's fine.
But all these basketball players are hot, Vanessa. They're all
big
all
guys.
over you.
I'm okay.
Well, of all the things we give you, I think the greatest thing we give you is the gift of eternal life, and that is how we do old people's secrets.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid, they call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right. Let's live forever with sweet dibbits. Time for some old people
secrets. Gonna meet this guy right here, 103, and we'll find out if he's sabotaging us for early death or if he does have the secret so you two can live forever.
When you're 103, you don't go out now.
That's the 103. That's what he sounds like, Allie. He's 103.
You know,
but he's
we
still
haven't
putting it together. Not a lot of old guys.
Yes,
A lot of
exactly.
women.
It's always the women that last longer.
Which means they are sucking our souls and our energy.
Succubus.
That's right. Here we go.
Imagine living longer than a century. Well, long, healthy life is a gift, and we met a Rio Rancho man who is celebrating 103 years today. Jim Fanning has a very special formula for long life.
You want that formula so you two can live forever? This is more than just, I think, a regular secret. A lot of times secrets like family or laughter, but this guy's got a formula. It's a couple of things. Apply those things to your life, and you two can live to be 103.
Hold the bottle up there. That's the way I know myself.
It's a day to celebrate at Fairwinds Retirement Community in Rio Rancho. Jim Fanning is 103 years old.
When you're 103, you don't go out now and have a good time.
When you're 103, you don't go out and have a good time.
That's the secret.
Bad time.
That is a depressing way to start the
You
story.
go out and you get mad at people and you shake your cane at them.
And then you go right back and take a nap.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's not starting positive. But don't worry. As you know, they like to spotlight some of the highlights of their lives, and that also gets sad.
Actually, if you're Jim Fanning, you do have a good time. He worked on Wall Street during the big crash and Great Depression.
Oh, those are not good time things.
I don't know why it feels like that.
That's the worst time.
It's the worst times.
It's like one of the worst times in history.
It's the greatest of the depressions. And,
the great.
And when he's on Wall Street, he was there for the worst part of it, the crash. So I don't know why they always spotlight on this stuff.
He worked on Wall Street during the big crash and Great Depression.
He was a passenger on Titanic.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Then he was a steel worker and took over the family bus business.
I had 8 children, and I was proud of every one of them. He's spending all our inheritance.
Oh,
damn.
That's one of his children. He's
That's
also
cold.
very old and at the party every year going, come on, this place ain't cheap, this Shady Acres.
That's the weirdest part to me in these, when there's like kids and grandkids that look like full-on old people too. And I'm like,
older.
whoa, I can't believe your dad's still alive.
Right, the olds and then the other old.
Yeah,
because
like
if he's
you're
103,
80.
his kid's got to be late 80s, right?
Yeah.
So
He's spending all our inheritance. Jeez.
Yeah.
Everyone's laughing except that guy who's like
It's
serious.
like the Jimmy Kimmel audience.
Really giving him some love on that one.
A lot of laughs.
Drink.
Aren't you starting a little early?
You're an expert on love. You've been married 3 times.
Oh, I tell everybody.
So this guy, just like Allie's mom, has had been married 3 different times. So
marriages.
maybe that plays into the secret.
I'm allergic to women.
Oh,
He's allergic to women.
is this one of those old man jokes?
I think it is.
I love it.
He's going to explain why he's allergic to women.
I'm allergic to women.
That is the Kimmel crowd. That's a supportive audience. You're not kidding. Man, I'm jealous of that.
I know.
Just once, I would love that.
I'm allergic to women.
Jake's allergic to laughter. He
Hilarious.
Never gets.
5 sisters, 4 daughters, and 3 wives. So that's why I'm allergic to them.
He's super. His secret formula for longevity.
All right, here we go. Let's play some bets right
Yeah,
now.
I'm allergic to women. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to say there because it's all.
But
he's
you
had.
just laugh because he's old, right?
Right, I guess. So
Okay.
Let's get to it. What do you believe his secret is? Everyone can lock in a guess right now. This is an old people's secret. If you two would like to live forever like this guy, he's 103 and clearly thriving. We'll start this time with DJ Omar Khan. What is his secret?
I think this is a secret.
Friends and family.
All right. That's a great clip.
I can't wait to play that clip over and over again around Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's going to be the best.
That's great.
Yeah, pack your patience and friends and family, Vanessa style. Allie, what's going to be his secret?
I think he's going to say sex. Good old-fashioned lovemaking.
He does seem like one of those guys that's got kind of a blue sense of humor. He's not
totally, and he's like getting handsy with the orderlies.
Right, I get that. Old school. He's a grandfathered into it, literally.
Yeah.
Jake, what's his secret?
A glass of whiskey and a lap dance.
All right, that's a good one. Vanessa, real Vanessa now, do you have a guess?
Netflix and chill.
All right, let's...
Netflix.
Netflix. Well, we have the same guess.
His nuts are getting flicked by his toes at this point. Here we go. Let's find out. This is his
Such a gross image.
actual secret. What is it?
It's simple.
Good liquor. Keep breathing. And if you quit breathing, you're not going to enjoy the liquor.
The staff loves Jim as well, and all hope there will be many more birthdays.
Like I tell everybody, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get old.
This guy's got jokes, man.
A lot of jokes.
Unbelievable.
I don't know, 3 wives in 103 years. That's not bad, huh?
Not bad.
All right, there you go. Liquor and keep breathing.
I'm sure the staff does love him.
Yeah, he seems very likable. All right, that's it. Now you can live forever. Congratulations. We just gave you the gift of eternal life. Drink up. Just keep breathing. We'll do takeaways, wrap up the show after Chili Peppers KROQ. KROQ Klein Alley Show. Gonna get out of here, do some takeaways, then turn things over to Sluggo. Stick around for more of those tickets to see My Chemical Romance in about an hour, and then Kevin Ryder will be in. I'm sure he'll break down everything that he experienced yesterday, being at the live taping of Kimmel's Return, and to Jimmy and to everyone else who stands up for free speech, stands up against tyranny in this country. The U.S. of A. much appreciated, and you've made some current KROQ employees very proud of a former KROQ employee. Reminder, Friday, if you want to come hang out, start your weekend early, 11 o'clock, we will be at Descanso for a final Friday fiesta.
Oh, final Friday fiesta!
First 106 to arrive, get the gourmet taco. Plus, we'll bring with us tickets to other things as well. Thinking about doing a live 10-second talent show, live musical performance from Ray Heppenstall, Allie's neighbor.
Yeah, he's bringing his guitar.
It's going to be just a great time. He may sing the Klein Alley Show song. He may sing the Gimme Your Love duet with Allie live.
He's got some new music as well.
Talking to some comedians that may come by and do a set. It's going to be a great hang, a good opportunity for you to take an early lunch or an early weekend, and that'll be happening on Friday. Please plan accordingly. In fact, Allie, we just got this song. We don't really have time now, but this was sent to us from the Netbangers who watch our show every day on YouTube, and they comment in the chat constantly there. You're more than welcome to join them. They're a very welcoming group, and they actually sent us this song. I haven't heard it yet, but...
Hey, yo, Netbangers, you got about 5 seconds to turn that volume all the way up. This one, it's for the fans. Hey, shout out to Ghost here for doing the most. Let's toast this West Coast radio morning show. I don't know if I chose this life or if it chose me. Either way, we going live with Klein and Allie. Yeah, we all down to kick it. If you're feeling lost with your life, well, you found your ticket. We in the chat feeling the vibe, ain't no sound of cricket. Don't even think of blinking twice, cause you're bound to miss it. This is the chance, say it with pride. We are the Netbangers, Netbangers, Netbangers. Netbangers, Netbangers, Netbangers.
A little bit self-serving.
I love
there's
it.
a lot more about the Netbangers than our show, but...
Celebrate yourselves, Netbangers. You're dedicated.
I appreciate the effort, and I appreciate the loyalty of everyone who gives this show a little bit of time every day. And these Netbangers, some of them watching 4 hours live on YouTube every single morning. So thank you for that lovely song, which we will try to make room for. But potentially you perform live during the 10-second talent show on Friday.
Yeah, I would love to hear that live.
All right, takeaways from today's show, and then we officially get the hell out of here.
All right, 562, my takeaway is sauce on the D is the best boneless wing you'll ever eat.
Well said.
774, Allie is a raddist.
Yeah, you sure are.
909, my takeaway is Klein hates same spiders.
Same ciders is a typo. Restaurants, I don't like same ciders.
I don't like that spider. It looks the same as that one. I don't like it.
Same ciders.
Sandwich between spiders.
There's different seats on other sides of the table. Use them. It's how the restaurant was designed. Stop it.
213, my takeaway is Klein and Alley is not an important show.
That's right.
310, trash cans can jump out at you. And
Watch out.
626, my takeaway is you outgrow booths once you grow pubes.
Yeah, booths are like fun when you're a kid. When you're an adult, you sit in a chair like a goddamn adult. Allie, you got a takeaway?
My takeaway is Klein has research.
I got research, guys.
So much research. According to all the research you do.
I do a lot of research.
That's all you do.
Mostly about super typhoons. That was earlier in the show. If you missed it, check out the complete show wherever you get your podcast. Search Klein Alley Show. Search KROQ. People listening to us in lots of different places, lots of different ways. Thank you for helping us to grow the show. Apparently, Blind Charlie was out in the streets. A bunch of people sending us pictures of Blind Charlie today. So thank you for that as well. And other people that would like to go out and hold signs as well. You're more than welcome to.
Or to join Charlie or, spread out. Where will he be next?
I don't know why you would, but thank you in advance for doing it. Jake, takeaway?
I love the smell of deblousing in the morning.
Oh, man, we learned about that from our military winner earlier today. Thank you for your service and your beautiful deblousing. Omar, takeaway?
My takeaway is if you want Klein to lick it, just put some sauce on it.
Yep.
That is sadly true. All right, we're going to get out of here. Stick around. KROQ continues after this, and bye. That's it. Okay.
It's just a bunch of people getting together, having a good time.
Klein, Alley, Show.
It sounds innocent.
KROQ.
But America's youth are rebelling in a new and dangerous way.
World Famous KROQ.